crackers, animal crackers, firecrackers won't do. Goodness gracious, I'm no chump, I just bit off a camel's hump. Animal crackers, I love you. I went through the animal hair, the birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us live on the YouTube channel, you already know today is Election Day. If you did not get your ass out there and vote, shut up. If you did get out there and vote, thank you for using your voice and doing your civic duty as a red-blooded American human being and voting the corrupt bullshittery out of office. Don't forget, there are more than two choices. It's not a Republican world. It's not a Democrat world. There are many, many choices. If you think it's just chocolate and vanilla when you go to the ice cream shop, you're wrong. Politics are the same. It's time to rise up and take the old parties out of the system and bring some new blood in. Having said that, we're going to tell you everything that we think is fucked up in the world, maybe starting with the election and moving on to other things. A special one that I have for Loki when it starts. I'm taking the helm this week. When You Know What's Fucked Up starts, I've got the story. These guys have some fun stuff, and maybe by the end of the episode, Eddie will have his Ted Nugent Award ready for you. Are you ready for What's Fucked Up? It's the Loki and Jabroni Show.
And welcome everybody once again to the Loki and Jabroni Show. Big shout out to Papa Loki. Happy birthday, old man.
Oh, give it up to Papa Loki.
Had to. You know, it's
man.
It's, and Anya's Drew's birthday.
We're going to be raising this beer a lot.
They share the same birthday. So
this beer will be raised a lot this
My
episode.
name is Loki Michael Smith, and to the left of me, as always,
the Redneck Adonis. My name is Chris Burns. I am the Jabroni and the man in the box because that is where he needs to be kept. If not, he will go off the rails on the crazy train.
Snake Plissken, and I don't give a fuck about your president or your war.
He doesn't.
Love it.
He doesn't.
But his other name is Eddie Focus, and we're glad to be here, gentlemen. Since last week, how is everybody doing? Last week's Evolution episode I thought was fantastic. The ambush phone call I thought was pretty fun. No,
No,
yes,
it was.
maybe?
I had fun. Yeah.
Go ahead, say what
This
you need
guy,
to say.
This guy.
We got
I just
1
gotta say
week.
This guy.
1 week.
I think we'd both rather argue with that bottle of wild turkey, which you can see us do on camera if you donate.
Tell them all about it.
Go on Patreon. We actually had a new patron. Shout out to Stacy. Go to the Patreon. We got prizes to give away, and if you're looking to invest in a fast-growing podcast, there is a big donation, and we'll do a whole show where we drink this bottle of wild turkey,
And anything goes.
And until it's gone, live stream Jones, and we drink nothing but wild turkey.
Yeah, and we'll be answering questions or anything that pops up. We might even do a truth or dare segment.
we got.
Oh God, help me!
Boy.
Yeah,
We got to make it fun.
So
Really?
let's kick dick. Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's some top tiers there where we'll dedicate the entire show to any topic of your choosing, but beware, we might not agree with you.
Yeah,
Right,
you
exactly.
might not like what we have to say. but-
Exactly.
It'll be whatever topic you want, but we're gonna tell you
Our
how it is.
honest opinions.
And if
our
it's
total
something
our total
we-
thoughts.
And if it's something we know absolutely nothing about, we'll answer. We don't know anything about that, and we will stare for an hour and a
Yes.
half.
Yes, that is true.
Either that, or we will stare at each other. We're like, try that beer, try that beer, try that whiskey. Do what you got to do.
But I like that whiskey.
It was really good.
Speaking of beer, go to lokiandjabroni.com/monthly and sign up for the beer club. Great craft beers
Fantastic.
from both domestic
I was
and international.
I was looking at that. That is pretty. It's not a bad. It's not a bad spiel. It's not a bad
If you're
spiel.
into trying different craft
Right,
beer,
right,
Which
right.
we've done often here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went in and my Mama Loki gave me a couple bucks to get some beers today, and I originally had 3,
Mhm.
but they're like fucking $5-6 a bottle, man, and that's for
Well, that's like that. What is it? 9%.
This is 9.
Yeah, it's like serious beer.
But even the other one, the one that you like, the Jap beer that I got, that one,
Sapporo?
yeah, that's like
Wait a minute, did I just hear you say out loud the Jap beer?
yeah.
I'm triggered. That's fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up. The Japanese beer.
If you were Archie Bunker,
If you've never watched this show before,
I know. I was just fucking with you. The Jap beer. You know, like I went.
that was like $6 right there.
I went
That's
down
just
to
my
Golden
point.
Palace and
this
got
is-
some chinky food.
and
Yeah,
this
it's
is-
like $3 to $4 a can. Or
right.
something
No,
like
that was like $5. Yeah, it's
Well,
$5.
$6 in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know that you're paying
Right.
$6.
And that's
for
what I'm
it.
saying. So you turn around and this thing is what? It's $30 a month if I'm not mistaken, right? Isn't it 30?
I
Give or
think there's
take.
a special right now.
Yeah, it's
it
like-
starts there.
Right.
And it's not just beer, cigars,
Yeah.
chocolates,
Yep.
cheeses. If
Flowers, I
you're
think there's
constantly
on
in
there.
trouble with the woman, like most of us are,
Yeah.
flowers every month.
Delivered right to your door just before you fuck up.
And you know, you help this growing show here.
That's the best part.
We
that's,
love it.
That's the best.
And this
part.
is where you need to be on a Tuesday night. Nowhere else. Fuck Oprah. Fuck Dr. Phil. Fuck anybody else who has a live stream. This is where you need to be.
Tell you what, pretty soon I'm gonna subscribe to this club, and we'll try these beers on air for you. And
Okay.
I think you'll jump in.
Real quick before we get to the actual meat and potatoes of the show,
Mm-hmm.
around the table, hands up for those who are awesome.
I'm awesome. I already know this.
Okay.
I'm always awesome.
Keep them hands up if you actually saw a great movie this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, put it down.
Put it
buddy.
down.
But I did. I did, and that's what's on my mind.
Okay.
Did
well,
you see it?
Why don't we start with you then on what's on your mind? Because I'm starting with do you know what's fucked up. So Ed, take the helm. What's on your mind?
A couple of films got added to Netflix, and I'm on vacation, so I wasn't working. So it's like, you know what? I got time to watch a 3-hour movie. So I watched Godfather 1 and 2.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Finally.
What do you mean? I've seen them before.
No, you need to see them back to back, like
Yes.
6 Hour Jones.
And here it goes. I maintain my position. Godfather 2 is a superior film.
It is 100%. You'll
Yeah.
never get an argument out of me.
I like that one just better than the first one.
But the first
And
one sets the stage, whereas the second one brings you deeper. And I've said that to you.
I just think I've said before, I think the second one is just really taps into Michael Corleone and his downward spiral
Not only
to
that,
a cold, brutal killer.
but you also
Yeah.
get where Vito came from and
Mhm.
the struggles he had to come up. So you
Oh
see
yeah,
him
De
come
Niro
up,
is
then you
great.
see, oh, isn't that
De
fantastic?
Niro's great.
He was amazing.
And then I started watching Godfather 3, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
God.
shutting this piece of shit
Finish
off.
it. At some point, finish it.
I've seen it. I don't like it at all.
It wasn't
I know
the best.
it's a mixed bag for everybody, but I'm like one of those people that flat out hated it. One, no Robert Duvall. That kills a lot for me.
Yeah, to see that Tom Hagen wasn't in the film,
Andy Garcia, who I normally like, I think is horrible in this movie.
he was kind of plastic.
Andy Garcia is kind of hit or miss in 50% of
Yes.
his movies, I'd say. He's
Yeah.
really good, and then he's just like
Andy,
horrible.
Andy Garcia is one of those actors where less is more.
Yes.
So, like in The Untouchables, he's in the movie predominantly and has very few lines. Great in that movie.
Hey, Black Rain got his
Yeah.
head chopped off 15 minutes into the movie. Great fucking, he was great in that movie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Recently, Jennifer Lawrence and what's his name, Chris?
Chris Pine.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Chris
Pratt.
Pratt.
We're in this movie called Passengers.
Oh yes.
So
Oh, I started that. I got about
Why'd you
halfway
wake me
through.
up?
good.
So
I didn't want to be alone.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie,
It's
and it's
so slow.
it's
though.
slow. But it at the end when the rest of the crew wakes up, the captain, no lines, no nothing, is Andy Garcia.
No shit.
Just sitting there, and I'm like, wow, he's great in this movie.
Yep.
So yeah, Andy Garcia, less is more. Godfather 3 is just too much Garcia for me.
So I got Michael Stacy, Janelle Crystal. Thank you for joining us. And if that was what's on your mind, Godfather, God bless you.
No,
my
I
friend.
remember us
God
talking about it,
bless
and
you.
I still prefer the second over the first.
All right, I'm going to take my moment of what's on my mind. I want to mention just a couple of things. First of all, we've been trying to raise money for months for Chad Hatfield and Team World Vision. Chad ran the New York Marathon this past weekend, finished in just over 4 hours. Congratulations to Chad, former guest on the show. I want to give shout-outs to Crystal Key, who I got to see today for the first time in forever, and she's doing well. She's also doing some work, from what I understand, on a fundraiser, which we're going to mention in just a few minutes. I want to take a shout-out to someone who reached out to me about a week ago, and he's been following both shows for the last couple weeks. Tristan Krasner, the Trisket man. Hello to you. He lives in Long Island now. He's doing good. Good on you, kid. Keep it up. And if everybody would take their gimmick real quick and raise it up to the camera. I said we'd raise these another time. 4 years ago today, when we recorded the first time in November, it was a couple days after. This is the day we lost Larry Lynch, who is Strikers McLynch's father, Chris Lynch, if you're not aware. So we're going to raise that up 4 years. I know it doesn't get any easier, but Lynch, we love him, and we love you, and hopefully you'll be sitting here next week because he is all about wanting to hear about the flat earth. And speaking of Crystal Key again, there's a fundraiser going on, and this man will tell you more about it in just a minute. A young boy named Evan White got hit by a car a few weeks ago. He is currently suffering from a broken leg and many other injuries. And there are fundraisers out there now, but there's going to be a fantastic fundraiser coming up in which Loki is a big part of. That if you're in the southeastern Connecticut area or you're in the tri-state area, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, get your asses down here and donate to a worthy cause. And I am going to pass this off to Loki as we speak. I'll go over the other things before we continue what's fucked up.
So it's we're trying to get it definitely locked down. It's looking like it's gonna be December 7th. It's gonna be at
day before my birthday.
VFW in Preston.
I know where that is.
Crystal Key, as you mentioned, will be making her homemade sauce for that. It's gonna be a pasta dinner. There's gonna be salad, bread. We're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs, and I'll be making homemade Alfredo as well as the chicken and the meatballs to go with it. So it's going to be a pasta dinner. I think they said it's $10 per person, $5 if your kid is 6 and under. The ticket's going to be available. I'm going to start throwing them out there anytime now. We already have, I want to say at least 7 or 8 raffle baskets being made right now, which is kick-ass.
Nice.
Even All Friends Animal Hospital donated a $50 gift certificate to their thing, so they're going to make a nice little dog basket out of that, which is really cool. Just a lot of people are stepping up. In case a lot of people didn't know, FMLA is not covering Janelle at all, like zero. So that means for the times that she's been at home, it's pretty much just been me bringing in the money so far. So if you guys do have a chance to get to these donations, and look, we're not saying anything about anybody, but there's been some great contributions, and thank you all for very much to those that have done it. Even the shares that are going on right now, and even like Crystal, taking time out of her life to actually doing this, and same with Robin Sadowski. She's going to be doing she's actually going to be bartending the event, and all her tips she's saying is she's going to proceed and give those to Evan too. So there's a lot of people getting involved in this. I want to thank everybody for all their time and effort going into this, and there's going to be a lot more information going up on the page as we move forward going to this. But like I said, it's looking like it's going to be December 7th is going to be the definite date. And hey, I'm cooking. So
right, and if you're out of the tri-state area, if you're in Oregon, if you're in Saudi Arabia, if you're in England, wherever you find us, and you want to make a donation, the link will go up. I'm sure Loki will share it with everybody. Please donate whatever you can. There's a lot of things going on where money's just not coming in as fast as it should. For an accident like this, it takes time. But one thing that doesn't take time is bills. Bills will pile up. This is where you guys can help out. I know we say donate to the show. That's secondary. We can get along. This little boy can't. So please reach into your hearts, reach into your pockets, whether it's $5, $10, a week's paycheck, whatever have you. Just be aware that we are going to pimp this out.
She's been there every day with this child. He's just recently, as of last week, been able to go over to his father's house.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
She can get a little break there, which, believe me, they desperately need from each other.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's not easy by any stretch of imagination. And for those of you, like I said, have already reached out, we appreciate that, and everything else that's going into it. Thank you all very much.
Absolutely. A couple other things to finish up my point. November 17th, not only is it Loki's birthday, but Constitution State Wrestling comes back to Charles Barnum Elementary School in Groton, Connecticut. Please get your tickets. Go find CSW on Facebook. Also, the next day, 11/18, Sunday, you may not be able to attend, but you can watch, is the first ever flag-to-flag coverage C&J Speedway Review live from the Azarju Mini Mansion in Uncasville, Connecticut. Corey and I will be in the room together for the first time ever recording the show. We've been sitting next to each other at New Hampshire Motor Speedway before, but now we're recording the show together live there. Eddie will be there. Hopefully, Loki, you'll be there. If not, we'll have some people coming in, coming out, having a good time watching the race all together as we crown a new champion. And a week after that, November 24th, forget the Super Bowl, forget the World Series, forget the Stanley Cup. It is the game. Michigan, Ohio State, these two gentlemen, me, you, together, somewhere, we're going to watch this game.
Maybe Pokey will show up.
That's still up in the air. My man just had a new baby, and this is the only time I'll give him a pass. You just had a new baby. I might give him a pass.
Nope.
If he shows up,
Nope.
Fuzzy Ducky IPA.
Fuzzy Ducky, yeah, exactly. You better be bringing some Fuzzy Ducky IPA.
Get it done.
Get it done. Get it.
That's all
now.
there is to
Get
it.
it did now.
And Steven, I just want to throw this out there. Please tell your friends, tell everybody. Next week is Flat Earth Debunk Jones. We're gonna have Nathan Thompson if he grows a set. He agreed in principle. We all have it on film to be on the show next week, talking about why he is all about.
I like
Flat
Nathan
Earth
hot
theory.
dogs.
I like Nathan's hot dogs too. Not Nathan Thompson's, but
Oh,
Nathan's from
no.
New York.
No, I like Nathan's
Having
hot
said
dogs.
that, what's on your mind, my friend?
Real quick, and we'll get right into this whole. You know, it's fucked up.
I got a good one.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Go see it and see it in the theater. See it in the fucking theater.
I had so much fun.
Do yourself a favor. The sound alone is worth it. I gotta say the Live Aid concert was. Go watch it on
Now tell me
YouTube.
you did the same thing I did. Is when
Went
you
home
got
and watched it on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That was uncanny.
We
it was
came
uncanny.
home and we watched two
His
documentaries.
dance moves. He
Rami Malek did a
was
fantastic
incredible.
job.
He was, and freaking even the other dude. I forget his name. The guy that did Brian May.
Oh, he looked just like Brian May.
Unbelievable, man. I was like, I thought it was Brian May.
Uncanny.
At first, dude.
If Brian May could have reversed himself 30 years and played himself, he could have done it. This guy was fantastic.
Oh, he was perfect.
I thought the guy that played Roger Taylor did a fantastic job.
I bought him too.
John Deacon, I didn't buy until he did the moves
end.
on stage.
Yeah,
but
don't.
in the studio scene,
yeah, and he was just like
playing that bass line.
he's just
everybody
like, just
turned
sit down
around.
and you'll know what I'm talking about because he was even sick of it at that.
What is this
point,
you're playing? Sit down and find out. Dun dun dun.
But it's like I said, if you don't follow me on Facebook, you're not going to learn anything new. This isn't a documentary.
Evan right now, Evan White, the young child we're talking about, is awestruck watching us live. Evan has seen us do this. We used to do this in your house. Hi, Evan. Hey, Chris,
What's
want
up,
some
buddy?
beer? I'm bringing you a beer, a root beer. But at some point, I'm bringing you a root beer.
I'm not getting no.
I don't know why. But hey, let's deal with the rest of the public, and we'll go for it. Evan, get better soon, kid. We're all pulling for it.
But no, it was fantastic, and like I said, you got to hear it.
It was so
you
amazing.
gotta hear
The
it.
problem I had was we were in one theater, and the next theater over from us was playing the same film at about a 15-minute gap.
And
So during the quiet moments, you get like, okay, they're 15 minutes behind us. Or you're watching the quiet scene between Freddie and Mary and whatever, and you hear, anybody find me? I'm like, okay, we know where they are.
Yep.
It's
But
just
no, it's
weird.
It's worth it, and it's funny. There was another. There was a trailer, Green Room.
Yes.
Viggo Mortensen,
Mm-hmm.
dude. I had to double take it. I didn't
So
think
did
it was
I.
him. Didn't
So
think
did
it was
I.
him, but man, looks fucking fantastic. I
Yes.
actually want to go check that out. That looks good, and they have a deal. AMC has a deal. It's $20 a month, and you can see 3 movies a week.
No shit.
And it's one of those movies it could be the premiere week that it comes out.
Wow.
So I mean that's a hell of a deal if you're
Eddie,
a big like moviegoer like that. And last but not least, they had Solo rent whatever on Comcast Demand. And I watched it. And it wasn't bad.
Now what film was this?
Solo.
Okay.
Solo was not bad. It wasn't, it was kind of weird because it didn't really feel like a Star Wars movie at first, and then Chewbacca just kind of made it feel like. I remember I said when that movie first came out, Chewbacca was going to be the stitches of that movie. He was going to be the one that really keeps it together. He really did. He was the one that kept it together. I will say this: the whole pansexual Lando Calrissian
I
thing.
gotta go.
They did it pretty coyly though. I thought they were going to be all cheesy about it, But no, they did it pretty smooth, like, so I'll give it to
I'm
him.
just not even.
But I
saying
did like
that.
Danny Glover as Lando. I
Okay.
really did. I
Wait,
thought he
wait.
was
Lando
fucking...
is pansexual, but it's Danny Glover. What the fuck?
Oh,
is
not
the
Danny.
world?
I'm sorry. Not Danny. Fucking
Corey Glover.
no.
Don Glover.
Don. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
I'll
you.
buy that. I'll buy that.
Or Childish Gambino. if that's too hard.
Yes, you're right. It is
All right.
Childish Gambino.
Oh, guys, we are forsaking
Fucking
all the
nickname.
gimmickry. No top 10, no buy and sell.
It's his rap name. He got it from Wu-Tang
Yeah.
name generator.
All the gimmickry is out the window. No
That's
musical
awesome.
theater, no buy and sell, no top 10. This week is all dedicated to Do You Know What's Fucked Up, the brainchild of producer Eddie Focus. So, Eddie, roll that beautiful bean footage and let's get started.
It's the final. Oh.
Not that one.
What the fuck?
All right, so if I may, I'm going to start. I had to go to Walmart at least 3 times today. And during my second trip, I'm walking through and I see these t-shirts. And they say Boston Red Sox 2018 World Series champions. And I'm looking at all 4 of their particular offerings. And I'm sitting there. And I'm staring at them. And I'm like, you know what? Loki would do this for me. I think I'm going to pick out a t-shirt and buy it for Loki. Do you see a t-shirt in front of you?
No.
Do you know why?
Because they were made in China.
No. Do you know what's fucked up?
China.
You know what's fucked
fucked
up?
up?
Thank you. Somebody got the gimmick.
I was on it.
As I'm standing
I was
there,
laughing though.
a friend of mine who shall remain nameless but is a unapologetic Yankee fan
Oh, God.
retard comes up and says, "Hey Chris, why the fuck you looking at those?" I said, "Well, you know, my podcast partner happens to be a Red Sox fan and he'd do this for me. Although if we were doing this in 2009, I have a feeling I'd be having the shirt on right now." But I'm looking at getting
Hey,
one of these.
I got you a Judge in Stanton.
Yes, you did, and I will still. I wore that so often. It's still my Facebook cover photo, I guess you'd call it.
Oh yeah.
They
you're
did
right,
make
yeah.
the Yanks great again.
Yeah.
I will say that, but they didn't quite make them that great as you guys were.
I still say 100 wins.
100 games is no
nothing
joke.
to shake a stick at, man.
Heaven
I'm
forbid
sorry.
you say that to other.
You were better than any any National League team.
I thought, you know what? Full disclosure, I thought the Dodgers and or the Brewers, whoever made it, and the Dodgers eventually made it, would give you guys more of a fight. They didn't, except for that 18
The
inning.
biggest fight, like I told everybody, was the Yankees.
Right. But as I'm standing there, and we got into this conversation, I'm like, do you understand what it means to win with dignity and lose with humility? Or is it win with humility and lose with dignity? Either one. Fuck that. The Red Sox suck and this and that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go buy my sneakers and walk away. But I will say this to you. Next week, live, just for that guy, you're going to have a 2018 Boston Red Sox championship t-shirt. And I want you to go change into it live, or you can show the people your sexy body. I don't think it's sexy, but I'm sure women do, or one woman particularly. Change into it. I don't want to start any rumors. Guys, just shut up.
He's already digging it.
Pretty much. The shovel's in. I'm 6 inches in.
You look like Shawn Michaels from a crown jewel.
Speaking of which, I sent you guys the picture and the meme that I made of Shawn Michaels and Bubba J from Jeff Dunham. Do they not look alike?
Oh my God! First of all, Sean, why did you shave your head?
That-
Never mind.
I'll save
never
that.
mind.
I'll
I
save
understand why you did it.
Because he was losing his hair at a rapid pace.
Exactly. Number 2, Sean, what the fuck is up? Do you own like a horse farm now and you got kicked in the side of your face? Is that what's going on?
He's had that Google eye for years. And you know, the funny thing is, I didn't, when was it? When he went in the Hall of Fame and Hunter
It started.
inducted
It was
him.
starting.
He said, Sean gave us one of the greatest gifts of all, and that's the Google eye. And he crossed his own eyes. And then I watched the speech, and he has a Google eye. Now, every time he comes back, the first thing I look for in one of my favorite wrestlers of all time is the Google eye.
Yeah.
But regardless, having said that, I so wanted to bring you a t-shirt today, live on camera, but one guy fucking ruined it for everybody. Next week, 2018 championship t-shirt, size extra large, because I always buy extra large. If you're not extra large, fucking grow into it. Be a man. But that's the thing. Yankee fan, shut up. Boston fan,
Resist
shut
bot.
up.
Make
It's
sure
not
you vote
fucking
today.
war. Who said that?
A resist bot. Make sure.
Okay. Steven said I got mine in the mail today along with my Do Damage hoodie. You know what? I dig the do damage thing. But
I like that.
Right now,
Damage
it should
done.
say damage done.
Damage
exactly.
done. Yeah.
Like I said last week, this team is built for the next 3 to 5 years. But
So are you guys.
I have a question for you, which goes into the whole Boston Red Sox championship shirt. Do you know it's fucked up? Just looking at the year, it's 2018.
Yes.
You guys have won 4 championships in 14 years, correct?
Yes.
Now, if you go back in time to the 1900s, you won 5 championships in 14 years.
Are you talking about this little curse thingy that they've been bringing
no,
up?
I'm not bringing up a curse at all. I'm saying, I'm asking you as a Red Sox fan. You already know my answer because I've said it last week, this week, whatever. Are we going to see a mirror image, or are we going to see the Boston Red Sox basically break through that whole 1918, whatever comes with 18?
Well, don't forget they also won in it was 1916 if I'm not mistaken. 18
We've already
didn't start
passed
it.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
18 started technically the curse, if you will.
Right. I mean, look, you would have to
And this
literally.
was something same conversation, so you know. And I'm not going to bring up his name, but
you would have to
fuck you.
say this. First of all, we've signed pretty much we're bringing Sale back. Price said he ain't going anywhere. The only person up in the air right now is JD Martinez, which a lot of people are on the look, dude. He was the MVP of the Red Sox. I'll give him that. Without what he did, we wouldn't be where we are. But you know what? We did the same thing to what's his name? Damn it! In 2013, our designated not freaking fuck.
I'm gonna have to
do
some
damn!
thinking here.
I'm looking right at his face. It's not David Ortiz, obviously, but the island guy there.
Oh shit, Victorino.
Thank you so fucking much. I was
You're
like, it was
welcome.
right on the fucking. But the same thing, you know what I'm saying? He had
Phenomenal season.
He had an incredible postseason.
Yeah.
But what we say, come around, pound sand, dude. We're done with you. Saltamachia, same thing. Was one of a very crucial part of that 2013 World Series win. We let him walk. Did it kill us? No, not really. You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, if you keep this team going, you would have to have major injuries across the board for this quote-unquote curse to come back. And you know what?
Believe me, I did not say the word curse.
And let me say this. I think I've been all over Facebook with this, and even my children. When myself, my father, and my children get to enjoy 4 World Series, man, whatever. Take it for another 100 years. As far as I'm concerned, the people that are important in my life got to witness the same thing that I got to see. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
My grandfather didn't get to see any of that, but yet my father, my sons, and myself all get to see this. So, you know,
if the Yankees never won another championship, yes, I'd be upset, but I've seen 7 in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
The one, and you already know, before I even say a word, he's going to know what my crown jewel is. I've watched my baseball team win a championship. I've watched my college football team win 2 championships. Baseball 7, college 2, hockey team 1. NASCAR, I had 1 in 89, 1 in 14, and hopefully 1 on November 18th. If this season continues to go this way,
I think NASCAR is you're more passionate as far as, but
shit. There's one that I salivate every fucking year, and that's NFL. I want to see the Falcons win.
Yeah,
and they came close. If not for that superior comeback by the New England Patriots, your team, you remember, you were sitting there. I got text messages of congratulations. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Shut
the fuck up.
Crazy about that
I almost poured the champagne.
I know you did, and I said, don't do it.
The week after, supposedly Aaron Rodgers quotes Tom Brady as being the GOAT, he has essentially one of the worst games of his fucking career. If it wasn't, Bill Belichick won you guys that game last week. Without
question. This Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night. Thank you. Yes.
Can I cut you off really quick?
Sure.
Can we just say Eddie was right? Was I not the one that said Brady spent?
No, I agree.
I'm the one that said that.
No, absolutely.
I was like, I think Brady's peaked, and now it's down.
But he put up a hell of a fight that night.
No, he does.
Let's be honest.
And he does. No, absolutely.
Even the worst quarterback puts up a fight once.
I mean,
look,
but dude,
Trent Dilfer has a fucking Super Bowl ring, and Matt Ryan doesn't.
Let me ask you this: How many trick plays did you see Sunday night?
I didn't
with the
watch
Patriots?
much of the game.
There was. Trust me when I said there was 4 of them out there. One of them involved Cordell Patterson, which is the old freaking Vikings player.
Right.
How many trick plays were you used to the Patriots ever doing? Like never.
It's funny.
Right?
I was going to say, I can't think of any. With the exception of Doug Flutie's drop kick.
There you go. But
None.
how long ago was that? Not in the Brady era.
12, 15. No, it was, but he was hurt.
Right. So
So
now
12,
you're
15
in.
years, maybe.
Now you're on a Brady era where they're doing trick plays that you get some wins off it. It goes to show you, man. It's getting
Look,
to that
there's
point.
no doubt
you know?
in my mind that right now, as we speak, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. As we speak, we've gone through Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Peyton Manning.
My problem is, when did we drop Dan Marino and fucking Peyton Manning and throw fucking Aaron Rodgers into the mix?
I don't know.
When
I don't
did that
know who
happen?
Did that. I don't know who
when
did
did
that.
we decide that these two were the competitors for GOAT? Because I'm sorry, like Rodgers is a great fucking player, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the cat, but dude, you're not GOAT status. You're definitely not better than freaking Joe Montana. Don't even try to put Rodgers on that fucking page.
I'll go back to Dan Marino because he was part of the reason I got into football. I wasn't necessarily a Dolphins fan, but I loved Dan Marino. To blow out your Achilles, be out for a year, and to come back and on that day set the single game passing record with 435, you are GOAT status. But as you go along, somebody breaks this record, this record, this record, this record. Dan Marino's always going to be in that top 5. On maybe 20 years from now, as if we do this for 20 years, we're going to be talking about Dan Marino being 7th, 9th.
Getting bumped down, right?
Exactly, but we'll say that about Manning. We'll say that about Breeze. We'll say that about
That's the
Brady.
shitty part.
But those
Stats
3
don't
names that I
mean
just
shit,
said,
man.
Manning, Brady, Breeze, all are continuing to set records. The only record Aaron Rodgers is setting is banging former NASCAR drivers who couldn't fucking win.
And Hail Marys.
Oh yeah, that too.
Hail Mary passes. He's got the most completed hair.
Anybody who believes Aaron Rodgers is GOAT status,
yeah,
we will bring you on the show 2 weeks from tonight. You
Who
can
the
try
fuck
to
is
sell
that
us.
guy?
You can try to sell us as to why Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. Going back to
and if you actually do, I'll buy you some of that crappy ass Proper 12 fucking whiskey.
Or we'll buy you the crack that you're on right now.
That's...
Going back to that next week, you're going to have a 2018 championship cert, courtesy of me, from my own hard-earned, because you've earned it. That's what friends do, especially opposing. Now, let me ask this. Right now, Michigan is ranked ahead of Ohio State.
Yes, I saw that. And I was like, I had to double check that.
No, I didn't, because of that loss to Purdue. Now, if in the event that Michigan won the national championship, you know I'm going to go out and spend my hard-earned, get you a shirt. I think you would do the same thing for me. Here's my salute, my tribute. You beat me this time. Next time you won't be so lucky, kind of thing. I guess my question is to you, to give to the people, because I know I'm overly vociferous about this. Why can't we all get along? Why can't we understand this is sports, it's guys being guys and having fun, but you treat it as if it's politics, and that's my next point going forward.
People just gotta throw in their 2 cents worth, and if it's not something that you want to listen to, they gotta speak louder, and it's gotta get heard. I mean, I've talked about this on the video a couple weeks ago. You know, it's just
that was a fantastic video. I watched it again today.
It's a very simple point, man. It's like, if you really have nothing but fucking nasty, scrupulous fucking things to say, please shut your fucking mouth. I mean, let the end of the year discuss it. You know what I'm saying? If you are holding Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year, then by all means, you are allowed your bragging rights. Yeah. But until that point happens, no skulls, no fucking this, no fucking that. No, none of this.
No, do your job.
No, who dat? No, nothing. No, nothing. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy the games. When it gets to the playoffs, then you can start it. Just start going it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, teams beat undefeated teams all the time.
Oh, that happened this weekend.
Oh yeah, nothing new.
Fat lot of good that's going to do them going towards the playoffs.
When it's over, leave it on the field.
Exactly.
That's my other thing. Like I said, is who in this or anybody out there listening is actually practicing with these guys? Nobody.
None.
Are you actually calling these guys on a daily basis?
That was my theory too. It's got to be some insecurity because they can't do what these guys are doing.
Right. Exactly.
You're living vicariously.
Are you calling these guys on a daily basis? Like, dude, you kind of look like trash out there, and they actually take your advice?
Hello.
No.
Hello, Julio. Listen, run the slant route, and you'll get your touchdown after 9 games. Even though you're leading the NFL in receiving, if you run the slant route, you're going to get your touchdown. Do you think I'm calling Julio Jones?
And then there's theory 3, which is these guys are getting their asses beat by a bookie like every fucking week.
That could be.
Because they're making wrong bets.
Or they're the guys wearing the magical pony "I suck at fantasy football" shirt.
Right. Steven comes in before we close this point out and said the Packers beat themselves You can't make a great defensive stand and then run into the kicker. Stupid play on the Packers' part. Didn't watch that part of the game. Steven might be right.
I mean, look.
Might be right.
First of all, Packers got rid of Clinton Ha Dix over the week.
Yes, ha.
Yeah, I'm
Clinton
sorry.
Dix.
Ha Clinton Dix. They, whatever.
Ha.
Ha
Clinton Dix.
You just got rid of your best cornerback. All right.
And you gave him to probably until this weekend
right.
one of the most blistering defenses that there was in the
You
Washington
want to talk about
Redskins.
defense? You guys don't have a defense. You have Swiss cheese. And it works out because you're in Wisconsin, so you can make that Swiss cheese.
There you go.
But no, you literally have no defense. There is zero defense. That loss that you took against the Patriots is going to continue, and Rodgers is not going to be able to help you out of this. Sorry.
Everything Danica Patrick touches slams into the wall at 200 miles an hour.
That is true.
Fuck Danica Patrick.
That is very true. All right. So
that's enough racing talk.
you want next? Or?
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, I got something real quick. Before I go into it, I just want to let everybody know I am following election results.
I saw it was live. I was going to look there in just a
nationwide
second,
or
but...
Connecticut only? Because
both.
Okay,
I'm
so we
both.
live in Connecticut, so you guys know.
Connecticut's not going to get any results till after 8. So after 8, we'll talk about that.
You passed my
but
Yes.
the federal results are coming in right now in the House, which is the big one. All seats are up for grabs in the House. So far, 6 Republicans and 2 Democrats have won. The Senate, there's only like a few. There's a handful of seats up for grabs. So potentially, what could happen, likely based on historical action, Democrats will retake the House, but Republicans might still gain in the Senate. Typically, that's what happened. Whoever's the president, the opposing party usually takes seats in the House.
Right.
The polls have been going up and down for the last month. So, honestly, it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut is reporting record voter turnout.
Good. Good.
So,
product of Vietnam. It's not even a Jap beer. Okay? Don't even want to hear it from you. Either one of you right now. Okay?
Oh, great. So
Either one of
Charlie
you.
made your beer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Okay?
doing that for your dad.
Okay.
Charlie
Yeah.
made your beer.
Okay.
anyway,
Go ahead, Ed.
but I'm just saying. Governorships up for grabs. So far, 7 Republicans, 7 Democrats.
Hopefully you all voted Hot Rod, because I
Um,
did.
I did.
Thank you.
26 are needed for a majority in governors. Believe it or not, that does make a difference
Hey,
in the
the
politics.
Chaz
so,
and AJ interview, buddy. Okay?
Yeah.
But we'll have Connecticut results at 8 o'clock. So, story time
Okay.
in Peru.
Okay.
Lima, Peru. In the
Wasn't it
Peruvian,
Vietcong?
The capital.
Peruvian Andes. 50 people were affected, 20 were hospitalized, and 9 are dead after eating food that they suspect was contaminated with a type of pesticide.
Hmm.
Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked
That's
up?
fucked up.
This was a funeral meal.
Oh my god.
Wow. Remind me not to eat anything at a funeral ever.
I'm just
again.
putting Cheetos in my pocket from now on.
Mhm.
That's all there is to it. Like, sorry about your mom.
Box of Cheez-Its.
Sorry about your grandpa.
Yeah, so it was so bad. It looks like the Peruvian military was airlifting people out of there because they were up in the Andes. So they were airlifting people out. Some people did die.
Mm.
This happened back in August, reported by Routers and on NBC News.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, folks, don't eat at the funeral.
Yeah.
Don't go to a Peruvian
I usually don't like.
funeral.
Yeah, I usually don't like that idea.
You know what's funny? Like, and I've been to funerals. We've all been to funerals, and the whole concept of eating.
I never understood the party afterwards, the reception, the whole thing. It's like,
I get it. If you got a tight knit family, all want to chat, swap
it's
stories.
every
and stuff,
fucking funeral though.
But I don't know. At mine, I was like, just go from my funeral to the bar.
Right. Seriously.
You know?
Have a
Yeah.
beer or two in
Yeah.
my honor.
Go eat at the bar.
Right?
'Cause
They
when,
have
order the
they
chicken
have
wings.
tasty
They're-
pub food. Yeah.
Right? Here, do this. Hey, Eddie's dead. Here's to Ed.
And
'Cause
pub
right
food.
after-
Here we go. Let's do
And
it.
pub food.
When my good friend Matt died, rest in
Mhm.
peace, we went from the funeral and went right to the bar. At and eating was like the last thing on my mind.
Of course.
And
And everybody picks the same ziti and meatballs and horse shit. you're not comforting anybody, and it's all comfort food, and I get it, but at the same time, like you said, you just want to go have that shot of whiskey or 2 or 4 and just talk and have a good time. And in the event that I go before you guys do, when my funeral comes, just like you said, go to a local pub, throw on some Kiss, throw on some Black Label Society. If you're getting saucy, throw on Tom Jones, throw on Prince,
I'm pretty sure the
and
family,
drink to my honor.
I'm pretty sure the family rented a VFW or something, and just, we were all there and just drinking and chilling.
Yeah.
But
Throw a shot in the air and say, you know what? Horse shit. Clink the glasses.
And here's the thing, too. Who prepares all that food? You know, like, if your son dies, is the mom preparing the food?
That's a great question.
You know, it's like, what is the etiquette? Like, who is the chef?
That's a great question.
Well, usually you get, like...
old times.
Yeah, you get somebody to cater or take care of it. You don't want to do the cooking yourself. You just went through everything. I mean...
Yeah, but who makes that call, too? Like,
the family's got to. I
and
mean,
then
somebody in the family.
You know there's
going
to be that one asshole is going to be like, it's not gluten-free.
Oh, fuck.
You know?
I
like,
can't do it.
Where's the vegan dish?
Yeah, it's not
I'm like,
eat shit.
I'm like, it's 6 feet under. That's
Yeah,
where the fucking
it's gone.
vegan dish went,
Right?
all right?
It's gone. All right. Okay.
All right, guys, chime in on what you think of either of these topics as Mike is about to go into his. Do you know what's fucked up?
All right. So, there's one thing that Brian Kemp loves more than not letting black people vote, and that's guns.
Okay.
So, do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
When Brian Kemp actually calls out the Black Panther Party for being too extreme for posing for Stacey Adams with guns.
I wish, if you're on audio only, you can't see my face right now, but you can hear this. What in the actual fuck?
Let me join you.
Eddie's doing it too. What in the actual fuck?
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen, if you've actually seen this, but they're actually Black Panther members, and they're in front of a Stacey Adams campaign poster. And Brian Kemp says, "The Black Panther Party is backing my opponent. Retweet if you think Adams is too extreme for Georgia." Says the guy that has a multitude of assault weapon collection in your garage. Good job, buddy.
Once again,
Good job.
this goes back to the point that it's not a two-party system. For anybody who thinks it's a two-party system, you're an idiot.
But by the way, it's Stacey Abrams.
Oh, Abrams. I'm sorry.
We're a country of 300 million people. Ed, am I doing math right?
My dyslexia is really coming
in America.
through.
Quite a bit.
Okay, if we're a country of 300 million people and you think that we have two choices, you're a fucking idiot. There are many more choices.
Especially if it's going to be this guy.
Right. So look to other parties. The Republicans care about money. The Democrats care about money. All they want to do is line their pockets. Look to other parties. Thank you. I'm not going to say the F word. Thank you. Bye. That's it.
No F word, huh?
I will tell you right now.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Brian Kemp is whooping Stacey's ass right
No,
now.
I know.
But Ted Metz, the Libertarian candidate, has 91 votes. Third place.
Nice.
Which is like I said, I'll tell you, I just think it's funny that you know.
No, it's fucking stupid. All right, it's really fucking stupid. All right, first of all, the new Black Panther Party, but
I'm not really impressed.
At the same time,
I'm
though,
sorry.
They're following the movie.
I'm not
so much
impressed. Yeah, I'm not impressed.
At the same time, though, the whole reason for the Black Panther Party is, like most people when they acquire firearms, because law enforcement was not doing their job. Law enforcement was actually, harassing them. They were causing problems for them, and the Black Panther Party, whether you agree with them or not, was like, you know what? This is America. This is my constitution too.
I have no problem with them. You go ahead.
I think the phrase Huey Newton used was "a million with
Don't
guns."
say it.
Yeah. You can say it all you want.
But
Yeah, on this show.
But no. But get over it. Republicans have guns in their ads all the time because Stacey Abrams has a bunch of probably licensed to carry
I'm
members of
going to go out on a limb
militia.
here and say.
I'll say it. I'll say militia.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yeah, they
Fully
probably.
licensed
If you're
and
going to
trained
have
militia.
a picture next to somebody's campaign poster, I'm going to probably throw a fucking wild
And they've
caution
always
in the wind
been-
here.
They've always been a paramilitary group.
Yeah, it's nothing
So-
new. Exactly. It's
Can
nothing
I
new.
piggyback that point with a conversation I had with my 13-year-old stepdaughter earlier today? We're having a good time. We were going to Walmart for the third time. This was the nice trip, not the anti-Red Sox bullshit. And we drive past Stanton School here in Norwich, Connecticut, and there's signs everywhere because that's the polling place.
Yep.
And she says, that's the only cool thing about Election Day is all the signs and all the people and everybody's going out to vote. And I says, why do you say that? She goes, because the commercials, I'm going to paraphrase, she didn't say this, but are bullshit. I'm like, why do you think that? She goes, nobody comes out and says, here's why you should vote for me. They come out and they slander the other guy. And that was her word, slander the other guy. And at the end of the commercial, the guy comes out in his nice suit and he says, I'm Bob Stefanowski and I approve this message. Or I'm Ned Lamont and I approve this message. Or I'm Stacy what's-her-nuts and I approve this
Or I love the ads where they like fucking suck a candidate's cock. Like just suck it, let it jizz all over their face.
and they say
and
it's
say,
not affiliated.
we're not a part of anything.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
Did you in Connecticut? Any Connecticut viewer want to chime in? Did you see the one with the grandma and the mom on the thing? And they, are you voting for change? Yes, I'm voting Bob Stefanowski.
I might actually move back to Connecticut.
Right? Yay! We're not affiliated with any party.
You
Yada
know,
yada
it's
yada.
funny you say that. We need that to happen.
No
Agreed.
shit, because I'm about on the
But at
fucking.
the same time,
I'm almost been at my place for
actually-
fucking 10 years, and I'm actually looking at fucking other fucking states right now. Trust me.
a 13-year-old can come up with that, whereas a 50, 60-year-old, which I'll get into when it comes to my fucked up, can't get that through their head. All these commercials are doing are pissing on the other guy. Tell me why I should vote for you. Don't send out pamphlets. Don't do anything. Put up a 90-second commercial. My name is Mike Smith. That's your name, by the way.
That is my.
I'm Mike Smith, and here's why you should vote for me. I'm going to try to do this, 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 and this. These are the promises I make to you, the people of Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, wherever you're fucking running, and I approve this message. Stop pissing on the other guy. Eddie Focus can't do the job. Eddie Focus is this, that, and the third. I'm Mike Smith, and I approve this. That doesn't do anything. It just makes you more divisive as you go forward. Somebody, a friend of mine, put on his little Facebook the other day, I'm just going to vote Democratic because we have to get these repulsive Republicans out of office. And I said, well, what did they do? No response. No response. Only because it's
They
the party
voted
of Trump.
for Trump.
Exactly.
Of course they did.
Only because
they
it's the
did.
party of Trump.
I'll admit it, I voted for 2 Republicans today.
I voted for one only because in my town he was the only one on the ballot in that particular cycle.
I wanted to get my state rep out. She's a fucking loser.
I voted against her as well.
She's like a
So is our governor.
mine's a different.
Well,
district
he's out no matter what. I'm gonna excuse myself while y'all talk amongst
Can you
yourselves.
grab me a gimmick first?
I will before I go.
Matter of fact, I'll do a rapid fire if you don't mind.
Piece
Yeah,
of
rapid fire.
shit. Go ahead.
I'll go first
Speaking
because I gotta bail out for a second.
Well, you can do this.
No, rapid fire. Give me
All right.
something quick.
So nothing I enjoy better than trolling one of our senators that I despise, Chris Murphy.
I was gonna say Chris
Oh, God.
Murphy.
Chris Murphy's on Twitter. Connecticut has 300% less gun deaths than Florida. Why? Because Republicans.
We have 300% less people than Florida.
We also have 300% less land space than Florida.
I'm getting to the punchline.
I
So,
figured
300
you would.
300 because Republicans let the NRA write their gun laws. Democrats work with gun safety groups to write ours. Vote like your life depends on it Tuesday. I hate that. It's the end of the world.
It's the end of.
It actually might.
And
So
we know it.
I responded with 300% less gun deaths because people can't afford to live here and they move out.
Yeah.
Facts. And then somebody else corrected Chris Murphy. You can't have 300% less of anything.
That's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point.
That's true.
Having said that, Chris Murphy, you're a fucking moron. If you ran past my house in those little ad campaigns where I'm walking through Connecticut, which you didn't walk through my town, had you, and I knew you were coming, I'd come and stand in your face and say, what about this? What about this? What about this? Which you would not answer.
You know he's not even really a Connecticut resident.
No.
He's a fucking New Yorker.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like he lives here now, but he was in
And
New
he
York
and he has
until
fucking-
till he ran for office. He lived in New York.
And he has fucking
Fuck him.
land in Vermont.
Talk among.
Yeah.
You can have land
fucking hate
anywhere,
Chris
but
Murphy.
it's your place of residence that I worry about. And if you're fighting for your place of residence, like if myself or you or Ed were to run for public office, you want to help the place you live. I don't think any of these guys care about anything else other than lining their pockets with green. That's my opinion.
Hell, you know how I feel. They shouldn't even get paid.
It's kind of
Rock and
magic.
roll.
In the House, 10 Republicans have 1 seat, 5 Democrats.
Yeah, I knew the Republicans was going to have a big fucking day, man.
It could go either way. It's so close.
Libertarian.
It's so close. They're running too, but
Let's be honest. It's all with these guys. It's
like Gary Johnson's actually running for senator in New Mexico, and when he first started running, he was polling higher than the Republican, and I think they're like neck and neck. But we'll see. That would be a good job for Gary. President, I wasn't so sure.
Yeah, I just like the fact that it was a whole other look, like a whole other.
You like the fact that he made his money on dispensaries,
which is awesome.
It's great.
It is. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Come on, that's fucking beautiful, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I assume you went and voted.
Yeah.
And did you see the bullshit questions?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yes,
yes. How do I better misappropriate your money?
Yeah. So how are you supposed to answer that?
I crossed it out. I literally did this. I crossed it out. I wrote taxation is theft, and then I sent my ballot.
Gosh, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about
that.
I just put in line and put other.
All right, listen, like this is how I fucking feel about the fucking state and shit like that. For one, like they should be paying for their own gas and write it off in their taxes.
Yeah.
Because they should feel the pain like everybody else.
Yeah.
So if gas goes up to $5 a gallon, they should feel the $5 a gallon.
Oh, fuck yeah. The cool thing about my job is they allow us to go out and vote not on our time. So we don't have to like take a lunch break and go do it. They're like, oh, hey, by the way, you want to go vote, go do it now. You're covered.
Yeah.
I mean, it also helps that, there's a whole lot of immigrants in there. So there's only like fucking like really 6 voters.
Immigrants are undocumented workers.
Undocumented workers. So there's only like really 6 voters that were there today, but all of us voted.
Actually, you'll be shocked to find out I was this close to actually thinking build the wall.
Okay.
I was like that close.
I already told you, dude. Mexico's building their own. It's they're making so much money off of fucking legalization of marijuana. They're going to build their own, and from the money that they save from going to Home Depot America, they're going to cut a check directly to Trump, and it's going to say, "This is the savings that we saved going to America Home Depot. Thank you."
I do think actually that they did that. There will be less people leaving.
No, they will.
Because a lot of the ones that leave are like migrant farmers that can't make any money.
Right, exactly.
So now you've opened up.
And what is Mexico? A big fucking plantation for fucking pot, dude. There's no fucking doubt about it. It's the perfect environment to grow tobacco and marijuana.
Exactly. Much like Afghanistan and Pakistan is the poppy capital of the world.
Right. And these guys are going to fucking make a fortune off of this. I'm telling you right now.
The cartels will crumble. You legalize it, the cartels. That's a big problem because apparently
you're right.
You go down to Mexico and the hotel is being guarded by a Gatling cannon, a 5-star hotel, because the cartels are so bad that they have to have federales or the military guard 5-star hotels so they don't get shot up.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that? Like we get pissed off because cops have like these rent-a-wrecks, which I'll still get pissed off about. I don't give a fuck. But you got a fucking Gatling cannon next to a 5-star hotel as a security guard.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
A Gatling cannon, buddy. That thing's go.
It'll dissolve you.
Yes. There is no jelly donut faction. There's nothing.
True story. I worked with a kid who was a Marine and actually went out to Afghanistan and they got attacked. They were in a convoy and they got attacked. His buddy who wasn't thinking and turned the 50 cal on the fucking people shooting at him. He started vaporizing terrorists.
Nice.
And they're like, dude, that's an anti-tank weapon.
Who gives a shit? They're shooting at me.
Exactly. He wasn't thinking. He just turned He just started lighting them up with a 50 cal.
Light them up. Doesn't matter.
And they're like
this fucking big,
right?
Man.
It's like the sergeant's like yelling at him.
Like watching the guy.
Use your carbine. Use your carbine.
Watching the guy's head explode in season 2 of Ozark was fucking fantastic. I can only imagine what it would be like if it was a bullet this fucking big.
He described it. He said they literally like vaporized.
Exactly.
It was almost like the sci-fi movie. What is it? War of the Worlds when they get shot.
Yes.
It's like It was fucking great.
Love it.
I'm fine with it because half the time they leave the shit behind when they leave anyway, so might as well expend those rounds.
Right? Get them done.
Man,
Fuck it, man.
All
We
right,
paid for it.
I'll
Where are we at?
roll right into Detroit.
Hell, my
man.
brother was fucking showing me pictures. They have a dime a dozen these fucking Suburbans over there that are completely unbreakable. You open them up and they're literally a pod inside a Suburban.
Wow.
And there's like 30 of them on base.
Yeah.
And these things cost like over like 200 G's to fucking make.
And you know what happens?
Everywhere. They're everywhere.
We don't want to spend the money to ship all the shit back, so we just fucking leave it there.
Just leave it. Yeah.
And then that's when you have like more terrorist groups shooting at you with your own shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Smart idea. Smart idea.
Yeah,
what do you got, bro?
You guys wonder why I'm going around telling people not to vote.
Hey, I am. You know what's funny is you actually did bring up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell people not to, if you don't want to vote, then don't vote.
Stop telling people that.
Right.
No
exactly.
idea what's
Exactly.
going on
And you know what?
that.
It's sad to say it like this, but it's the truth. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you're doing more harm than good.
Amen.
You really are. So don't just go in there just because you feel like you need a voice. No, I am going to be an advocate just like you, and I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Don't fucking just go hit a ballot because you think your voice counts. No, educate yourself, you dumb fucking mook. And when you're fucking done with that shit, you go forward with it. Like it's
because I don't know if you like in the beginning of this great country, there was this habit of they would grab a bunch of people and threaten them and force them to vote for certain candidates. It was called cooping.
Right.
And so essentially, what we're doing
bullying, but yeah.
Well,
no, they
among other things,
they would literally threaten them, and
No, I
sometimes
know that's
they'd make them put on different outfits, go back in and vote again, you know. And so what people don't realize is when they're like going to random people, and you could tell them anything. Like most people are just happy if they can wake up in the morning, go to work, after work, go to the bar, watch a football game or whatever.
Order
There's
the
nothing
wings.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that for people who want to live that way. But you go up to that guy and you tell him like, dude, he's literally Hitler.
Oh,
the one thing everybody knows about, and be like, oh god, that's really bad, eh?
See, that's
and
what
like,
kills me.
Fucking fill him with his head with a bunch of shit, and be like, just hey, come with me on Tuesday. I'll show you how to fill out the ballot.
You're
cooping that guy.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're
Stop it.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
No, but you don't even have to say that. Yeah,
Bill
I mean,
Maher
you can...
is on TV saying, "Oh, this election is going to ruin democracy." One, we're not a democracy, and two, fuck you, man. You said that about Mitt Romney. You said that about fucking George Bush.
He just doesn't
and
like anybody
fine.
have an actual... Exactly. Doesn't like having anybody that actually has a fucking point.
A really great point is that for 8 years of the Obama administration, if you said anything against Obama, you're racist.
Yeah.
If you agree with anything Trump does,
you're racist.
You're racist. Where's the fucking line? This is where, and I'm going to just launch into my, you know what's fucked up, is I'm leaving City Hall. Get into my car, I go down the road. I go and grab myself a nice cold Coca-Cola and a tin of Kodiak like I usually do, and I see a friend of mine. He's like, hey, did you vote? Yup. I don't wear the sticker. I throw that shit out. I don't give a fuck about the sticker.
Yeah, I don't know a sticker.
Exactly.
My mom got this nice big sticker.
I got this little like, fucking
fuck?
Yeah.
They try to give me that medium. So I'm like,
I was joking with her about how'd you get this big fucking sticker, and then she's just like, well, I live in Basra. There was like 10 of us that voted.
That's
so
true.
They can afford the big
right?
sticker.
I guess you can if you live in that area. But like, who'd you vote for? None of your business. I did my civic duty. I went and voted. That's all you need to know.
No, that's the correct answer.
I'll tell people, but I'll tell you I voted for, but it's not up for discussion.
No,
that's exactly it. That's the point.
When it's all said and done, I'll be happy to share. But
even then, I don't think. I think that should be your right. Exactly.
Gimmick. And like I put on Facebook earlier, I don't care who you voted for. If you're my friend, you're going to be my friend tomorrow. You're going to be my friend in 3 days. You're going to be my friend in 3 years. I don't give a fuck who you voted for. Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
I know people that are going to eliminate you, me, whomever, if you don't do what they want you to do.
Yes.
And that is part of the problem that we're facing in the last 4 years is that, look, forget the fact that Donald Trump's in office. Donald Trump did what he had to do. He went about the right things, yada, yada, yada. Barack Obama, no matter how much you birthers want to get on he wasn't born here. He has to go through a screening process to provide his information. Yes, he was born in Hawaii. Fuck you.
Same people are doing the same thing. I mean,
even back even further. He had to go through all that just to be a lawyer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just fuck. Like,
so stop.
The Bertha thing was stupid.
No, it was just, so is some of the shit that they're trying to pin on Trump. It's the same fucking bullshit that just whatever they can make stick to a fucking president, they're gonna try to stick.
Or as long as they can get their voice heard and do one of these little.
Or get people thinking.
The media.
Oh well, wait a minute. I actually haven't seen his birth certificate.
I got.
I don't.
You remember when he did that fucking joke?
Yeah.
Remember when he fucking did the Lion King fucking show off his birth certificate?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought that was, and I was not a huge Barack Obama fan. But I'll tell you what, when he did that and he showed the fucking intro to fucking Lion King, dude, I lost it. I was like, good for you. Good for you. You ain't got to fucking prove to none of these motherfuckers.
I saw one of Dan Malloy holding up Ned Lamont, right? The Lion King.
When you hear about, we need to see Trump's tax returns.
That is the Lion King.
No, you don't. The government needs to see it. Not you.
No.
Not Johnny Smith. No offense to your last name, but it's common.
Miss Smith.
No offense to Johnny Smith down the road who lives down at the corner and has 18 cats. You don't need to see shit. Neither does Chris Burns. Neither does Mike Smith. Neither does Eddie Focus.
The funny thing is, the government's not even entitled to his tax return.
No.
There's nothing in the Constitution that the president has to do all that.
No.
But you tell the regular Joe that, he's like, no, fuck that. We need to see his tax.
Because you had one person bring up the point and that was it. They just roll with it. They just turn around and fucking roll with it.
It's like a lot of people don't realize too. A president doesn't have to give up his businesses either.
Nope.
No.
Like Jimmy Carter gave up his peanut farm, but Thomas Jefferson never gave up his business. George Washington never gave up his business. The only thing they aren't allowed to do really is do things that benefit their business. And you could easily
over the benefit of the country.
You could.
That's also why the president's not supposed to have the authority he has. So it's like you create this monster called the executive branch, and every time your guy's not in, you freak the fuck out because you know how much power you gave that guy.
Right, exactly.
Going back to my point, I don't understand why it's so important as to who I voted for. Who I am, and look, I'm going to look to you two guys. Who I am to you two guys has no bearing over who I voted for. I like Ed for Ed. I like Mike for Mike. Hopefully you guys like me for me. And at the end of the day, if I voted Bob Stefanowski, Ned Lamont, Oz Griebel, or Hot Rod, by the way, I voted for Hot Rod. I'm saying that one out loud. Look, it doesn't make a difference as long as we all can coexist together peacefully.
Yeah.
It's all good. Stop it with the Facebook post. Stop it with the vote red or you're dead, or stop it with the vote blue or we're through, or all the bullshit I've seen in the last 4 days.
Election is the end of the world.
We said it when you and I did the live feed, and we had Rachel King,
Rachel was there,
and Angela was there.
Angela popped in for a little bit.
And we thought that Hillary had won the election.
Oh,
we closed it down, and the next morning we all wake up and Donald Trump wins the electoral vote. And
we were still online when he got to that point where he won that one state. We were like,
the swing state,
Michigan, I think, or something like that. Once he had Michigan, it's like, holy fuck,
like, this could happen. But we didn't know. We said this could happen. But the next day, I did a live feed on my lunch. I'm like, well, I woke up this morning and Donald Trump's the president. The earth didn't split in two. The skies didn't rain fire. We're all still alive.
But a bunch of women grew vaginas on their heads.
Of course. And then they go out and march for rights they already fucking have. Morons.
Well, they just want to make sure they're still there.
That's all I got to say. Next point. I think, who's next on the docket?
Ed?
Actually, I wanted to bring this up because that's why I hate the media. I really fucking hate the media because the way they're painting this is just... So, you've all taken a census?
Yes.
Okay. Has anywhere on that census ever asked you what your sexual orientation is?
No.
Is it the government's business what your sexual orientation is?
No.
No.
All right. So, the LGBTQ people...
Are you sick? Because you've now sneezed twice. I know it's a burp, but...
No.
He's allergic to Vietnamese beer.
I am.
Clearly.
But...
I'll drink it.
So the LGBTQ.
Oh Christ! Here we go. Yeah,
they have been petitioning to have that put on the census, like sexual orientation and gender identity. And the way the media spun the article, because they said no, the way they spun the article made it sound like those people aren't going to be counted in the census.
Okay.
Yes, you are counting the census. The census is just supposed to determine representation.
Okay, part of that goes back to, and if I may, there are 2 genders. Hear it now, believe it later. Medically, scientifically, there are 2 genders, male and female. Now, 1 in every 3 million people, as we've covered on this show in the past, and it has medical doctors have documented to me to bring to this show, 1 in every 3 million are born
intersexed.
Hermaphrodite, as it was called, but intersex. Yes,
I guess the technical term is intersex.
Okay,
they usually lean towards one gender.
Fair
or
enough,
another,
but
which they usually correct with surgery.
Correct.
Which they're trying to stop.
Now, if you're born with a penis, guess what? You're male. If you're born with a vagina, guess what? You're female. If you want to do the surgery and all this bullshit, all this identification crap has got to stop. If I had $1 for every gender there was, you know how much money I'd have? $2. And I have a bunch of counterfeits in my wallet after that.
Yeah, I'm just my biggest thing is stop forcing this shit on children. That
without question.
That look, man, one week I was playing with fucking Transformers, and the next week I hated them and I went to G.I. Joe. Kids change their views and their points, right? Exactly. And all you need to do is just turn to that little Johnny and go, "Little Johnny, do you feel like a girl?" Yeah, I do. Do you wish that you could wear dresses, little Johnny?
If you push on little Johnny,
yeah.
then
Sometimes I do wish I could wear dresses. Little Johnny needs to wear dresses. He needs to express himself.
The mayor of Middletown shared this story with me about her trip to Montana, where lady's pushing the gimmick stroller down the street with the baby inside, and the baby is whatever, and it's like, oh, that's a cute little boy. We haven't determined the gender yet. Horse shit. Take the diaper off. If there's a winky there, it's a boy. If there's a slit there, it's a girl. Stop it. Stop.
Well, that's really redundant for the parents to say that, because first of all, you're saying that the child has a choice. You can't possibly make the choice for that child, because the child is the one that
the whole thing is horseshit. This is why the rest of the world, we used to be America. We used to be the beacon of strength. We used to be the beacon of hope. And now we are just the laughingstock.
We are the moose moon. Yes. We are the butt of all jokes.
Yes. At the end of the day, if there's a late night show in Turkey, they're laughing at us.
Oh, yeah.
Much like back in the day, our late night shows were laughing in other countries. You know why? Because we had the strength, the gall, the determination to push forward. And now we can't even determine. There was a great picture up the other day of a man in 1949. He's got the suit. He's got the hair. He's like strong. You could see he was a strong male figure. And now you see
Cary
a guy.
Grant. There was a picture of Cary Grant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right next to him is a guy with a fluffy sweater and leggings and fluffy boots and a scarf that looks like, off the top of my head, no offense to Freddie Mercury. I know we were talking about Bohemian Rhapsody earlier, but Freddie Mercury's Wet Dream. When did that become acceptable? I understand. Live your life, but don't force me, him, Eddie, or anyone else to live your life for you, because I don't have to accept it. What I do in my
You
house,
want to roll down the street with a fucking looking like Ric
liberty.
Flair every day? Look like Ric Flair every day. I don't give a fuck if
Ric Flair was a man's man.
If you don't hurt me, hurt my fucking kids or any part of my fucking family, no, you
Janelle chimes in. I can't keep up with my kids' taste changes, and I get that. But at the same time, and I'm going to ask you this, and I really want you to type your answer out, Janelle, and please, this is not a pointed question. This is not anything but just inquisitive. Do you push your child to play with Barbies? Do you push your child to like My Little Pony? Do you push your child in a direction where his gender association, what he was born to be, he was born a male. I know.
Oh, he's a boy, without a doubt.
I know this. I've watched him go outside and chase cats and dogs and.
Well, you know, it's funny what Janelle is saying right there. So she's basically saying Evan changes his mind like 50 times a day, or like changes it.
Fair enough.
Just
But
like
does he
kid.
say I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm a horse?
Well, here's the thing: like a kid when he's like 9 years old might say, "Oh, I'm a girl," and might ride that out for a little while.
Yeah.
Might change their mind later, realize, "Oh, that's stupid."
Yeah.
But some people are giving them hormone blockers, killing their chance of having children.
Exactly.
Because of that one statement.
Right. And again, and it's not a made up number. The suicide rate among transgenders is really high. It's like 40%.
It's unfortunate.
It's crazy. That's crazy. All right, those are crazy numbers. That means you're not even letting this person decide for themselves. You have taken this freedom that people have actually thrown out there and said to yourself, my child says they want to be a girl. I'm going to make this happen because I'm a great parent. Right, exactly.
You're not a great parent. You're a fucking shill.
You feel like shit because you haven't been there as a parent your whole fucking life. And now that your kid actually says something stupid like this, you feel like it's in your best interest and their best interest for you to actually start acting like a parent now. And then you fucking get this kid to have their little sexual change and their other thing. And then next thing you know, they're 12 years old and they're hanging themselves.
And they don't know. And Janelle just followed up with, I follow his taste. I don't dictate them, which is fantastic. Look, I knew a kid in my youth who wanted a Holly Hobby oven. Why? Because he liked to bake. Doesn't make him queer, or doesn't make him gay, or doesn't make him trans, or fluid, or gimmick schnabbits fernum. He just wanted to bake cakes.
I would have called him a faggot back then.
Probably yes, because that's the world we came up in. But
yeah.
If I had a son,
I would have said, well, if you're gonna bake, you're gonna use a real oven.
I might have said the same thing. Here's your quick gimmick, Betty Crocker.
Let's go to the store.
I thought
we'll buy the pans.
See, now you're acting like a parent. I thought I was being like a friend. Like my buddy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Mike, I just got myself a little bake oven." I mean, well, you're a fag, all right?
But that's the world we grew up in.
I could have gotten a fucking Nintendo game, and you got an easy bake oven, all right?
That's fine, and that's the world we grew up in. And I get it, and everything progresses. Not that I'm still happy with the whole thing.
How'd you feel about the Snoopy snow cone maker?
I love the Snoopy snow cone maker.
I had one. I ain't gonna lie. I made the shit out of snow cones with that sumbitch.
That blue was always gone first, man.
Going back real quick, all I'm saying is that it's not necessary to have that information on the census.
And what was that called? What was that called, by the way, back then?
What's that?
The Snoopy snow cone machine. It was a unisex toy.
Yeah.
It wasn't a boy toy or a girl toy. It was
good call.
Typecasted as a unisex
because
toy.
If you remember the Sears catalog, there was a boy on one side and a girl on the other side, and they're both
fucking
crank.
making little cranky thing. Yeah.
Heaven forbid you saw the Holly Hobby oven in the Sears catalog. What was it? It was two chicks like, hey.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like my whole take on the whole trans thing is
Teddy Ruxpin, same thing. Unisex toy.
After you're 18 years old, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Individual liberty.
Don't expect me to pay for it.
Right.
Nor do I have to accept it.
Right.
You know?
Get a fucking job. Take care of yourself and your own fucking liberties.
What is it you said?
Individual liberty.
No. It's about accepting.
I don't have to accept it.
See, that's the problem. Is too many people
they
trying to force people
acceptance.
to be accepted.
Exactly.
And my response is always like, "Well, what do you mean accepted? They accept who I am." And I'm like, "Who are you?"
No, I don't.
Who
are you?
No, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Like
that's why I tell people all the fuck. It's funny. There's this one guy at work. His name is Raphael. He tries so hard to be my friend, and you know what? At this point, I am gonna admit I'm an asshole because I don't want to be his friend. I don't. But he does. Every day he goes out of his way and he says good morning to me, and he really wants to be like he legitimately wants to be my friend. And I don't want him as my friend. I've told him before.
Right.
Raph, I don't want to be your friend. Like we're not going to be friends.
Why are you such a dick?
Because I don't want to be his friend.
I'm gonna get you a card. I'm gonna get you a card.
But you know what? I'll give it to the dude every day. Like, you know, I want to be Mike's friend, but he's not obnoxious about it too. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, all right, Ralph, just chill it out.
He's not like the cable guy.
No.
Thank God.
No, but it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit there and crucify the guy. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, just get out of.
One day,
squash your fucking dream.
One day, a machine's gonna fall on him, and Raphael's gonna like pick it up and be like, "Yeah, I dude."
Yeah, right.
And you're gonna be like, "Fuck you! I don't want to be your friend."
Another comment just came in. Evan doesn't go for the girl thing, but he changes his mind what he likes and dislikes all the time. I'm now dealing with him interacting with others who may not know how to view him and will be cruel. I get that, but Evan's a different case.
She's also speaking because I have the luxury of actually being in the house. She's speaking of Xbox itself, and it's funny because I've told her before she went and got him a headphone.
Oh, cripes! He's got a headphone.
Yeah, and I told her I was like, you might want to think about that one before you do it. But you know,
I know how he does at gas stations. So how can he be?
So, but one of the first.
This is gonna be good.
This is the people that are on the Xbox people. So if you just plug your kids into an Xbox and walk away, for shame on you. Okay,
you're an idiot.
And I told Jay, I was like, look, I was like, you go ahead and let him have the headphones, but make sure you can hear them on the TV too. So he's in this room, and I'm not even joking with you, man. He's in this room. Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Evan. Yeah, that's good for you. So then they're kind of doing their thing, and all of a sudden he says something to Janelle, and he goes, the kid in the room goes, "Who are you talking to?" He goes, "Oh, that's my mom." And he goes, "Oh yeah, your mom can suck my."
Whoa!
She was like, "Mom!" She goes, fucking running in there. I was like, I told you these. This is a little 8-year-old shit who is invincible in this world. You got to understand that, and these kids are very much invincible in this fucking world. What they say, what they do, the shit that goes through their fucking heads.
And I told you this. The reason I don't play online gaming is when Xbox 360 introduced online gaming, and I got my headset and I was playing Madden, and I'm pretty damn good at Madden, but some 12-year-old fucking Oklahoma smoked me.
Oh yeah, dude.
And when the game was over, I said, "Hey man, good game. Love to play again." He goes, "Not playing your punk ass again. I smoked you." Like, motherfucker, I would pay to have you come to my door.
I was the best fucking Street Fighter on the block, man. And then when that shit went live,
I'd pay for that kid to come to my door, even today.
It's fine. You know what, though? It's fine, though, if you do that. Because I remember playing it, or you're playing it in the arcade, and you're literally saying this shit to the dude that's right next to you.
Exactly. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
Who cares that he was 8? But
and I know he did. I know he did too. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hadouken.
Really quick, bring it back on the census thing. And here's a funny example. Are you familiar with the term the soft bigotry of low expectations?
No, fill me in.
No.
Okay. So
I was trying to figure it out. Like, I'm trying to put it in my head, and I don't think I'm on the right path.
So
probably not.
So one thing I've noticed, and it happens more often with the left, where they're calling everybody racist, bigot, homophobe, whatever. Most of the time, if you really pry them, you discover they're suffering from this soft bigotry of low expectations. So with the census thing, it's a perfect example, because people brought up the point, I brought up the point, and I'm like, why is this any of the government's business? And they're like, oh, so they can figure out how many there are, so they can come up with special programs and this, that, and the other thing. And my first response to them was, hang on, don't go on a tangent.
I'm gonna hit the button for you because you need to say it.
My first response to them was, so you're saying they're special needs people?
Yeah.
And they're incapable of taking care of themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And they stutter. It's like, that's the soft bigotry of low expectations. Everyone I've met who's like on the left wing of the spectrum suffers from it. And it's the same with like black people, other minorities.
Say they do make these quote unquote special packages for just these
LGBTQ GR,
right? Whatever made it, whatever it is, right? So now, say, I don't know, let's just throw a crazy number out there. 10% of America are of this population, right?
Sure.
So now, say that this thing covers, I don't know, say if you fall behind in your bills, then you're allowed to go for this, right?
Whatever
so
it is, yeah.
If that's us, right, there's 80% of the population also
like us
trying to go out for this.
Sure.
Now, if you cut it down to just, like I said before, the 10% of the population of the LGDB, blah, 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 whatever the fuck it is.
X9, 7, 12.
Right. Now there's only 10% of the people going for maybe a fraction. Say if it's $2,000 for your bills. These guys are only going for, let's just throw 900 out there. But there's only 10% of the people actually going for there. So their rates of getting this government-funded package or program is better. Just because of their LGBTYQSBW.
7.
Because somebody, and I'll throw out the term, because Malcolm X used to use this term, white liberals, because the white liberal feels that you are incapable of making it on your own, that someone is trying to stop you from making it on your own, so you need me to take care of you.
One person.
The white liberal.
And I'm going to hit the button. I want you to say it loud, and I want you to say it proud. 1, 2, 3.
Bam.
Not that one, asshole. The other one.
Told you,
One,
love that.
2, 3, go.
Horseshit.
He
There
loves
you
the
go.
Spam. Loves the spam.
But just, you know what's funny? Go on Twitter. Just look at it. And
Oh.
you see it. The people screaming the loudest, you're like, oh, you're a racist, you're a racist. Everybody's a racist. They're mostly
are the
these
most
fucking
yeah, exactly. I was gonna
bent
say
white liberals.
are the most freaking
David
inconvincing.
fucking Hogg.
Here's a funny thing, and I used to kind of have a negative opinion on Malcolm X till I actually watched this video by Eric July. Now, Eric July is an anarcho-capitalist, and he likes to fight with Talib Kweli once in a while, because Talib Kweli like starts fights with him. And Eric July said something that really stuck with me. And Eric July is black, and he said, "I don't need any white man's approval, and they don't need mine."
Right.
Point blank.
Pretty much.
You didn't even have to put the word white in front of that though.
I don't need any man.
No.
Thank you.
But I get
Thank
what he's
you.
saying.
Yeah, but he's pulled into these arguments.
Right. No, I
because
get the
because
reason
he's
why.
black, he's supposed
But
to be like
see that's
racism.
that's the problem. Instead of just why did you have to use the word white? Because you were making a point, because you've got dragged into these conversations multiple times. So be the better person for once and don't add the word white just once and see what happens.
That's not Eric.
You know what I'm
July.
saying? Well, I get that. But you know what I'm saying? Just
You know
once.
what,
How
though?
about that?
You know what's
Just
funny?
once, just out of the fucking blue.
I agree with
just
you
don't
in
throw that fucking word in there.
I agree with you in principle. However, I feel like he needed to say it that way.
Maybe in that one. Maybe, yes, absolutely.
Because, like I said, you have these white liberals, and they're all like, "Well, you don't call out racism enough." And his response is, "Why the fuck should I do that? I need no white man's approval."
Right.
And
Right.
I agree with him.
No, I
he
like I said,
posted-
but you don't even have to put white in front of that. You could say, I need no man's
But
approval.
Agreed.
Period.
Here's the
Agreed.
thing.
Period. White, brown, gray, charcoal. I don't give a fuck. I don't need your approval to live my fucking life.
Right. I agree. And however, here's the thing, when you, I hate saying it this way but I've seen them jump on these people like jackals. When you're a black man that gets out of your lane, hey, no, you're not a Democrat. When you get out of your lane and then you're an Uncle Tom, they call you a coon, they do all this fucking shit to like tear you down. Sometimes you have to spit fire with fire.
Well, I was gonna say,
Right.
when white people get out of their lanes, and trust me, they're more than happy to fucking shove us back into our lane too, man. It's been there. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, but again, usually it's the white liberal. It's
Right.
the white liberal that's going to shove you back in your
both
lane.
of us. It's not just
Yeah.
one or the other. The white liberal is pushing all. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just one. It's not just
Oh,
one.
no. It's-
He's trying to
any
speed. He's trying to
liberal.
spoon feed us too. Like
here's the thing. There's a
the
certain
blue collared
stack-
white person, the white liberal is also trying to spoon feed us. Okay,
Well,
so
yeah, of course, because they don't think you can think for yourself.
no, exactly.
So again,
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
un-
there's
you understand
it's
what I'm
not
saying
just,
about
no, exactly.
the
It's not
soft
just
bigotry of
one
low
thing. Right,
expectations.
right. No,
okay?
I get what you're saying.
They think they're righteous, but in reality, they just have this soft bigotry. Like, oh, look at the poor guy who welds. If only he went to college and
He could have
learned gender dance.
he could have been a lawyer like one of us. He could have been.
No. There are no fucking. The
Exactly.
lawyers are making money.
Yeah.
These guys are
Exactly.
getting degrees
Thank you, Eddie.
in gender
Yes, yeah, true.
sociology, feminine dance, basket weaving, with 200,000+ in debt, wondering why they can't get a job, and they dress like that guy you saw next to Cary Grant.
Oh yeah, with the fuzzy boots
With the
and
fuzzy boots and the happiness.
But no, dude. In
Horseshit.
reality, it's Trump.
horseshit,
It's
horseshit.
So
Go ahead.
Sinead O'Connor's back in the
Oh,
mix
for the
again.
love of Pete, it's been 20 years. What can we actually hear from her now?
I thought you were about to sing it. It's been 20 years.
Since you
It's
heard
been 20
from me.
years and 18
So you know what's
months.
fucked up about Sinead O'Connor?
What's fucked up,
Where
my
do I
friend?
start?
Sinead O'Connor says she never wants to spend time with white people again.
I'm sorry. Let me. Whoa! Timeout. Offsides. Clipping. Horse. Shit.
Now-
Somebody want to remind me? What color is her skin again?
She's gonna tell you. Now hold on.
Wait. I'm
Speak-
asking you. I'm not
she's
asking
definitely
her.
white.
She's white.
She's
Okay.
clear. She's like Larry Bird. She's pale.
I gotta hear this.
She melts in the sun.
but not
Isn't
in your
she
hand.
Irish?
You're
Yes.
Very.
So
So here we go.
Don't get started.
she
Ed.
understands.
These are her twats.
my head. My left side of my face. I'm gonna stroke.
I'm
I can feel
terribly
it now.
sorry.
I'm going to have a fucking stroke right now.
What I'm about to
Live
say
on
is something
camera.
so racist, I never thought my soul could ever feel it. But truly, I never want to spend time with white people again. If that's what non-Muslims are called. For one moment, for any reason, they are disgusting. Interested to see if Twitter bans this, if it allows people like Trump and Malbrook to spew the satanic filth, even upon my country. My country.
What country are you claiming right now, Sinead?
Hold on, the next one. By the way, if this is intelligent, theological, and has taken the journey, one would know there is no more talk of ancient violence in the Quran or the Tanakh, the Bible. It's got to be the whole,
yeah, right.
Whatever it is. The Sodding,
the Holy Trinity,
the Malabra. It's all equality, irrelevant to our times, and it's hashtag for fuck's sake, hashtag reign of the white man is over.
Wow.
And she finishes up with this one.
If I have a stroke live, this is ratings.
Everyone says the poor Americans are the victim of Trump, but you hired him, so fire him. Otherwise, you're a complicit. It is the same with the so-called Islamic terrorism, which is exactly what the devil wants to love. Hashtag watch the women sing the fuckers to sleep. Final word. If it's crazy to care,
thank God,
then by all means, spank my ass and call me Fruity Loops.
Okay, Fruity Loops, let me throw this out here to you. Not that you'll ever hear this, but if you do, I hope Mike tags you, because he's obviously got your Twitter address.
This is Sinead now.
Oh, she's wearing a burqa and she's got her little whiteboard behind her. Can I see that again?
And she says,
I'm going to turn. I just need...
Happy old hag.
Okay. Well, Sinead, since you haven't been relevant...
She's a Muslim now?
She's a Muslim.
Yeah. Obviously, you're looking to put your name in the public again. I
don't know about that.
Look,
I know what you're saying. I know where you're going.
So no, you don't.
But I don't.
Maybe you do, but maybe you
I don't think the relevancy is what she's shooting for here. I think she's actually stepped up to batshit crazy, and she wants everybody to know.
As much as I pick on Gene Simmons for opening his mouth, there's a bit of truth to what Gene Simmons says. We may not like it, but we have to listen to it. Now, we've all said it on this show. You know, Gene Simmons has come out and said some really sideways shit. We look at other celebrities that come out and say some really sideways shit as if, you know, as we are in our 40s, going to believe a Hollywood movie star or a recording artist to say, you should vote this way because Nickelback says so. Nobody gives a shit. I'm going to vote the way my conscience goes. But now, here's Sinead O'Connor, who, if I'm doing my math right, 26 years ago? 93 was when she tore up the picture of the Pope on live.
Yeah, but it was nothing compared to you. It was like, what,
88, 89?
90. I want to say like 90, because I was like junior in high school.
You might be right, but 92, 93 is when she tore the picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Basically ending her career anywhere in the world. So here we are, 25 years later. She's looking for something. There's obviously a group of people that hang on to the words that she says as if she's fucking intelligent.
Well, there was about 2,000 retweets. So
oh my Christ.
That just goes to show you right there. And
I'm gonna have a stroke. That's it.
Number two, the fact that you would say
Eddie, call 911.
White people.
Eddie, call 911.
And then in parentheses say, is that what we're calling non-Muslims nowadays?
The whole left side of my face is starting to droop.
Islam isn't a fucking race.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a religion.
This is leading back to the whole thing. So you don't ever want to spend another day with white people.
Good luck.
That works. So
fine.
Are you essentially saying even the white Muslims, because you're a white Muslim and you are a white person Muslim?
Listen, One Hit Wonder Jones. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say.
That Prince fucking wrote for you.
You're not overly intelligent. You just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and you had something to say. And when you had
and
something
a
to
cute
say,
little face at the time.
yes,
Because I was like, she is bald as shit,
but
and she's
cute,
really freaky, but she's kind of cute. But she's really cute.
I never
but
thought
she's
she was
bald. But she's weird.
You could imagine if she had
No,
like
it's just the face.
Heather Locklear's hair.
No, honestly, she never. Her face didn't
Look,
do anything for me.
One Hit Wonder Jones, shut the fuck up.
1990
simple.
for that song, by the way.
Thank you.
What was it?
1990.
You were right. I was close.
January,
You were right.
January 8th, 1990.
Up top.
I knew it was like, because I was like, wait a minute, I graduated in 92, and that was like just about my junior year. Yeah, I was all.
B-side.
You didn't even write your own fucking hit.
No,
Stop
Prince
telling
was
people
all over
how to
that.
live.
Prince was all over that.
You've been an afterthought for 26
Yeah,
years.
actually, I forgot she was even around before I saw that. And I saw that, I was like, wow.
But
Wow.
she's got enough idiots on Twitter following her, retweeting her shit.
Oh, absolutely.
She's no different than a fucking Kardashian, except the Kardashians have millions of followers.
See, that
she
was
has
my
2,000.
biggest thing with this whole fucking James Gunn thing, is people blew up. Twitter is nothing more than that. It's a shock fucking pit. You
Yep.
throw fucking words out there. You see if it sticks. If you get likes, if you get retweets, it don't matter. It's a shock value. That's why you fucking go out and do that. What he did back then was exactly that. He wanted to try
Shock
to get
value.
new likes, new retweets, and shocks. He just needed nothing more than that. If he walked away with 2 new fucking followers, mission accomplished.
Yep.
Nowadays, do you think he'll post something stupid like that?
No.
No, because he already has 1 million followers.
Because the world we live in doesn't allow it. You can't. Free speech is not free anymore.
You know what?
If Mike Smith
The
says,
Rock is the biggest hypocrite on the Twitter.
agreed.
And
Tell
you
the
know
people.
why?
Tell the
You know
people.
why? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. If you ever watched The Rock in the 90s, he would tear down anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, dude. Rakishi.
White black
Rakishi was
Mexican.
his cousin, for crying out loud. And remember when he went on that whole thing and he's like, I did it for The Rock. Dude, he
Called him a thong-wearing fatty.
tore him up, dude. Tore him up. Does he even do anything close to that on Twitter nowadays?
Of course not.
No. Oh, God, no. Why?
Heaven forbid his $40
Because
billion
exactly.
movie contract would be in jeopardy.
Heaven forbid you upset one of those Twitter followers, so you have to watch
even
every
that.
fucking
One
word
of the
that you
studios
say.
that is financing your
yes,
film.
Yeah, exactly.
Some years ago, you could go out there and you could say, hey, look, I don't like this because of this. And people go, I may not like it, but I'm going to look into this. Nowadays, you can't say, I don't like ranch dressing without people coming out and saying you're homophobic, xenophobic, racist, etc.
What do you got against blue cheese?
Fuck blue cheese.
That works just as well on fucking wings, okay? You don't have to dip your wings in ranch.
There are people that love ketchup.
Who dips wings in ranch?
This guy apparently.
Not me. I hate ranch. With a passion, I hate ranch.
I love ranch, but on
It's
hot
puke.
wings.
It's puke. But
I won't put blue cheese on.
there are
salad.
people out there that will put
No,
ketchup.
blue cheese is specifically for wings.
There are people out there that will
Or
put
burgers.
ketchup on a
I
well-crafted
can't do it on a
steak.
burger.
You put a steak on the grill,
Black and
medium
blue.
rare. How do you like your
Gorgonzola.
steak, by the way?
Me? Medium rare.
Medium rare. Same.
Medium rare.
How do you like your steak?
medium.
Medium. Okay, close. And there are people that will slather that sumbitch with ketchup and ruin it, but I don't care. You want to do that? Ruin the steak. Fine.
Hey,
I don't have to like it.
There's some people that will ruin it with butter too, man. So
Same.
I'm
I
not.
like gorgonzola.
Take a
crumbles
little-
for
take a
see,
little-
see
my
that's
steak.
that's different.
Maybe
That's
three,
nice.
Three perfectly marinated
Here's this
green
guy.
olives.
Here's this
and-
guy, perfectly marinated 3. Right.
No, whatever. We made a pot roast not
You
too long ago.
low-class blue collar pieces of shit. Anyway,
I usually take a pot roast.
Says the
I'll
guy who gets a
season it,
hangover from effing.
right? He had an effing hangover, and we had to do the show.
dude, I drank almost the whole
phone.
bottle.
When I make a slow cooker meal, I do all my.
I drank a
things
whole bottle
myself.
of Jack, and I still went to fucking Mark's house the next day and
Exactly.
watched football. I told everybody
and it
about
almost came. Regardless,
No, that was the day after. That was the
that was
the week
the day
after.
after.
No, that was the week after.
Okay,
When I was over in my little corner.
when I do a slow cooker meal, I do all the seasoning myself. And Angela came to me and says, "I want to do a pot roast." I bought this bagged gimmick. I was like, "All right, we'll try it." It was really tasty. I didn't throw a fit. I didn't send her out into the world and say, "Fuck you, get out of here," and whatever. You gotta accept and expect that other things are gonna come into your life, and try it. Just open your mind and try it.
What a McCormick bag? Come on, sealing bag. That works pretty good, man.
It-
Potatoes are usually pretty soft afterwards.
Pretty much. But going back to the Sinead O'Connor bullshit, all you're doing is preaching your own bullshit.
I found some good ones.
Oh fuck!
I told you I found some good ones.
When it comes down to it, Sinead, you're a one-hit wonder. You didn't even write the song. You're irrelevant. You're just trying to keep your name in the spotlight because MSN, Fox News, CNN is going to pick this up and say Sinead O'Connor came out and said this, and somebody's going to say Sinead O'Connor, she had that song back in the day, and that's it. That's all people are going to remember. It's not like you're George Clooney. I'll even throw Gene Simmons into this mix because he's vociferous and idiot with verbal diarrhea. Same with George Clooney. George Clooney, Gene Simmons, Brad Pitt does it on occasion. Who's the other one? Recently arrested too. Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin for that parking.
Yeah, same thing. They go out and they spew their bullshit and everybody goes, yeah, he's right. Do
Fuck
your
Trump.
research. Do your fucking research. Yeah, see? Don't fuck Trump. Trump is your president. Say it. If you're an American citizen watching this show or listening to this show, listen to my words.
Oh my
You're an
God.
American?
I can't take it.
Trump is your
I think
president.
That's fucking hysterical.
Take your 3'4" ass and travel back into your room and cry in your own fucking apple juice. Trump is your
Dude,
president.
you used to be able to walk in. Robert De Niro used to be able to walk into any place and be like, "Let me get the fucking steak." And motherfuckers wouldn't even ask how he wants that shit cooked.
They just brought him a
They
steak.
just brought him a fucking steak. And now this motherfucker, to even get people to look at him, has to go, "Fuck Trump."
Fuck Trump. I want a steak. Medium rare.
Yeah, exactly. Now they're good. Oh, give him a steak.
From what I understand, the date has been set. It's finalized. December 7th is the
fucking
final
monkey.
date, like you said. Final date for the Evan White
I'm just so
fundraiser.
smart. See, I'm just so smart.
You are so smart.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I think
He
I
is
do.
so smart. SMRT. I mean,
I am
SMART.
I am Mart smart. Yeah. So yes. And Robin will be doing the bartending.
Nice.
Just like we said.
She'll
So
get a $5 tip.
everything that I said, there's ours. So if you guys are interested in that, like I said, we have plenty of time going for it.
We got
It's
some.
gonna be December 7th.
You have questions over there?
No, we got the first of the votes coming in for Connecticut.
Okay, please.
Nice.
Keep in mind, this is 1% reporting. According to the Associated Press, 89.9% for Ned Lamont.
What?
It's early yet. 7.2 for Bob Stefanowski.
Such a disparity.
2.5 for Oz.
It's never this huge.
0.2% for Rod.
Rod,
That's one vote, by the way.
mine,
Probably mine.
mine.
0.2%
That's
for
one
Mark,
vote.
Mark Greenstein.
Hey, I saw that our
So-
friend Heather Gwynn was running for an office,
Secretary
and
of
I voted
State.
for her. I voted
Yeah.
for her.
Secretary of State.
Libertarian Jones.
Like I said, this is early. This might be just one district. So,
Hopefully.
guy, this is funny. I'm just pointing this up because it's Texas. Ted Cruz is losing right now.
Two.
Beto O'Rourke.
You see how
But
many...
it's 50.7% for Beto O'Rourke, 48.7 for Ted
See how
Cruz.
close
it's still
that is?
close, but they
Not as
Senator-
close as fucking Stefanowski. Jesus
Right?
Christ, dude.
Senator in
Lamont's running
Virginia,
away.
Virginia just came in. A senator in Virginia.
Y'all suck.
Just a
If Ned
Democrat
Lamont
just
fucking, I swear
unseated
to
a
fucking
Republican.
God, dude. I swear to God, you guys just love, Connecticut just loves getting fucked in the ass with no lube, don't you?
Because they hate Trump. I get it's the only.
No, it
reason.
is. It's fucking ridiculous. You guys are gonna fuck Connecticut for the next 4 fucking years because you're gonna put Ned fucking fuck Connecticut Lamont in fucking office. Y'all suck.
Let's
Hope
You all
hope you
fucking
enjoy the
suck.
tolls, you
all
idiots.
suck.
It's Ned Malloy.
Ned
Y'all
Malloy
fucking
Lamont.
suck. Y'all
need-
suck.
I need a
the,
gimmick.
The fucking
I got your
taste in
gimmick.
my fucking mouth right now is like fucking piss, fucking acid and vinegar. I'm so fucking mad right now.
That's a hell of a
And
combination.
right now,
So fucking mad.
26
How many fucking people? 80% of you Connecticutans bitched about Dan Malloy, and you're gonna throw this same fucking person in. Fuck you all. Fuck each and every one of you
but
Connecticutans.
we don't care who you voted for.
We actually don't, but that's Mike Smith, and he approves this message.
It's a generic.
No, Mike Smith does care who the fuck you voted for, and I'm gonna find you. And the ones that fucking actually voted for fucking Ned, I'm gonna fucking
You're
bounce
gonna
your
go
head off
Jay
the
and
fucking...
Silent Bob on
I
them
am.
with the list and be like, Did you actually vote for Ned Lamont? Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna bounce your head off a fucking curb because that's where you fucking deserve
How
to
many
be.
people want to kick some?
God, man.
I do.
Y'all
I
are
do.
So Ned is at 71
Stupid.
now.
71.
Bob is at
He's done.
26.
He's done, man.
Vote Hot Rod. Get out
You
there to the
understand,
polls.
Done.
There are districts in this state, usually
Yeah,
They
I-
the
report
northern
about
parts that
midnight,
are
yeah.
very red.
I got you.
So-
I got you. But
But Rod is up to 10 votes at 4%.
10 votes or
10 votes.
10%?
10 votes.
10 votes.
What the fuck?
Don't
10
expect-
votes.
Don't expect miracles.
10 votes. 10 votes. Think about that. 10 votes. I wrote myself in when I lived in Florida because I looked into the sheriff of the constituency.
Mhm.
And I was like, neither of these guys put anything out there. Neither of these guys put anything out there that I actually believe in. So I wrote in my own vote. You know who I wrote in? Me. And in the paper the next morning it said so-and-so, 54%. This one, 40 whatever percent. 1%. Chris Burns.
So far,
I wish I'd have saved that.
8 Republicans for governors, 7 for Democrats. The Democrats, 27 in the House, Republicans, 26. 31 in the Senate, 42 Republicans.
Cannot fucking believe.
One
what I'm hearing.
one independent, which is Bernie Sanders,
Bernie Sanders.
the independent Democrat.
Feel the burn.
But
Yeah, everything okay over there?
like I said, there are
Right.
districts in Connecticut that are really red, so Bob might jump up a little bit. They were polling neck and neck for the longest time.
Right.
So
The going forward into
I'll find you all.
when Channel 3
I'm
or
gonna leave it
Channel 8,
right there.
Channel 3 or Channel 8 would go out and it was always 51 to 49. It was always really close.
yeah,
To hear these numbers is just disheartening.
I don't know. Anybody got a fucked up story?
That was it. Right there. That's your fucked up story right there. Y'all fucking suck. You bunch of idiots. You a bunch of fucking commie clowns. It's all y'all. Y'all fucking-
Two-party idiots.
God, man, y'all
How many
Man.
people? Real quick, go to your Google machine.
just
How
want
many,
to
how many
slap
people
you.
live
I
in Connecticut?
literally want to slap the fucking piss out of you people right now.
I'm gonna go on Mike's. I'm gonna go on Mike's
Swear
tangent.
to
I want to know
fucking God. No.
what is the.
78%.
I'm with you. How many people live in Connecticut right now? Let's find that out. Eddie's going to the Google machine.
Got to be
right
at
now.
least almost a million.
Keep in mind that 71% is only 1,642 votes.
Yada
so
yada yada.
No, I got
How
that
many
right
people live in Connecticut?
About 3.6 million.
3.6
now. Wow, I was
million.
off by 2.6 million.
Right. Now listen to me. All of you. If you live in Connecticut and you're listening to this show, I want you to listen to me and listen to me good. If you think for 3.6 million people that only 2 people are qualified to be the governor of the state, you're sorely fucking mistaken. There should be easily 20 to 30 people running for governor, whatever party they're. The two-party politics system is what's ruined this country. I've said it. Mike said it. Ed said it. It's time for you to grow a sack.
I've never said that. I want to get rid of one of them.
Which one?
Preferably the Democrats. But
Fair enough. But the two-party system is what runs politics in this country.
They're the same fucking party, anyways. They really are.
Bring to
Republican-
me.
Lately, I don't care what
I
anybody
agree.
says.
They're
man.
the
Republicans
same.
are just Democrats that drive the speed limit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
That's what they
I
are.
know. I will.
Bring forth what
The
benefits.
Democrats are just Republicans that play Red Dead Revolver 2.
Pretty much. Bring forth someone who cares
You mean
about
pick
the
up a gun?
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
A fake one. A
Dude,
fake one.
Does Lamont or Stefanowski care about the people? Probably not. They'll say they do. They're going to shit on each other in their commercials. Neither one of them has said, I'm Ned Lamont. Here's why you should vote for me. Bob Stefanowski doesn't say, here's Bob Stefanowski. Here's why you should vote for me. No, they shit on the other candidate. Look for someone. There shouldn't be just 2 people available
Look for a person
to
that
rule
actually
3.6
you
million
believe in the
people, you
change.
idiots.
You believe that he's going to do something. Did I think that Stefanowski was going to do something? I thought he was going to do more than Ned Lamont, to be honest with you. I just kind of felt like Ned Lamont was just a fucking Malloy
shill.
clone. No, he's a Malloy clone.
Pretty
clone,
much.
Clone. That's all he is, man.
He lost twice to Malloy in the primaries.
Yeah, so I mean, it's he's the same fucking guy.
His early business deals too. I just found out he got early banking from like the Rothschilds.
So
Oh.
geez, wow.
He
So
yeah.
you're pretty much playing with Monopoly money.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that shit, man. You don't
I
know
got
how
nothing
to
else to
fucking,
say
you
about
don't know
this
how to run
like
fucking
I
shit.
said,
election.
it's early.
All right, so what do you got, man?
It's early.
We got one more each.
This election's fucked up.
Didn't you cover the NASA thing?
Which NASA thing?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, talk to us, Ed.
I did not. I have one more, and it's definitely not NASA.
Go ahead,
It's
my
funny
friend.
as shit, but it's not NASA.
Why don't you go ahead?
You want me to take it?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. So this is great.
This better be good.
So this is in New York, Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all know what's fucked up?
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Besides
I
that,
love Charlotte, North Carolina, but what's
a
fucked up?
concerned mother filed a police report after spotting a 3-year-old girl chugging a beer at a school event in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's the problem?
I don't know, maybe because she's 3.
What's the problem? It's the South. It's what's...
I know, I get that.
I'm kidding, by the way.
A mother, no, you better say that because
I'm kidding, by the way.
A mother who filmed a toddler chugging beer at a school event for kindergartners says that she was trying to report it. Authorities doubted her story, and when they eventually investigated the matter, they concluded that it was indeed just an innocent mistake. It all began Monday morning when mom of 2, Alicia Wheeler, was attending an award ceremony for her 5-year-old son, who was recognized for perfect attendance, which is a fluke, people. Can we stop fucking... That just means that you are so lazy you won't let your kids stay home from school, okay? That's all that fucking means. Perfect attendance.
I may disagree
At the ceremony,
only because
Wheeler...
at my job, I've had perfect attendance.
You said job.
Go ahead.
Not school. You said job.
Still turning my back on this story. If you never watched our YouTube channel, today was the day you should have watched. I'm turning my back.
At the ceremony, Wheeler photographed a little girl walking around holding a can of Bud Light. I was sitting near the back of the room.
Whoa. That's child abuse. Don't give the girl Bud Light. Give her Miller Light. Go ahead.
I was sitting near the back of the room around 10 a.m. when I heard the crack of a can opening. Wheeler says, I glanced over and I was in shock. She says she saw a woman just giving the open brewski to a 3-year-old who began chugging the drink. Wanting evidence, the mom filled the toddler sitting next to the beer can and then walked away with it. Wheeler also caught the woman taking photos of the girl posing with the beer as the can is clearly marked out label. She then posted the photos of the child with the beer to Facebook later that day. So I'm at my son's school with the kindergarten award ceremony, and this woman beside me got her daughter, 3 years old, drinking a Bud Light. Not only that, but the lady starts taking pics of her baby with the beer, and all the other parents are just looking quietly. Wheeler says other adults either stared at the girl or appeared indifferent. I told my son's teacher, and she said she needed the principal, but she was too busy with the other children, so I went to myself. An administrator then allegedly approached the woman and said, your daughter can't drink beer in here. Afterward, Wheeler said the woman placed the open can in her purse and then walked away. The police seemed to treat it as a mistake, she said. An officer who once again visited me later said, we didn't see any beer, only a soda, and the kids weren't drunk.
Hey, I come from Arkansas, and I can tell you right now that at my kindergarten graduation, I had a beer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jason Todd, and I have been on this Loki and Jabroni show more than once, and I need to tell you that there is nothing wrong with what just happened with what Loki has said out loud.
It's true.
Mr. Eddie Fuckus has now shaken his head as I have come here in the co-hosting position, and I need to know why this is a problem, Mr. Eddie Focus.
In her closing,
fuck Batman.
There you go. In her closing, hey, I like what you did there. In her closing statement,
I think it's bullshit.
Wheeler posted the footage on Facebook, which initially made her uneasy. I didn't want to put somebody else's child on social media. Yeah, sure you didn't. But so many people, from parents to the school, and even the law enforcement, failed this child. I'm so appalled by this school system.
I don't see a problem with any of this. As a resident of Arkansas all my life, my name is Jason Todd, and I approve this message.
Apparently the school system and not this fucking mother.
I don't see anything wrong with anything you
So,
just said,
no,
Mr. Maine.
You're absolutely right, because according to what this story is saying, there was no charges. And even though
None?
this lady had an actual video of a
Correct.
3-year-old lady or a 3-year-old kid chugging a Bud Light, they still did not press charges.
I will say-
they still did not follow up.
I will say right now,
Hashtag beer chugging kid did nothing wrong.
I will say
no,
right
she
now.
did not.
as Jason Todd, resident of Arkansas, I will say if your child is drinking a Bud Light, then maybe, just maybe, that the authorities should come and arrest you for child neglect. If she's drinking a Bud Light, or he, I don't know which of
It
the
was a she.
37
It was
genders.
a she. It was a 3. It was definitely a she.
Okay, it was a she. So if she's drinking a Bud Light, there's obviously some child neglect there, because there's about 13 other beers that kid could be drinking.
So what are we doing as we're recording your 3-year-old daughter chugging this? Are you trying to set it to a new would-be boyfriend? Look at what my daughter can do. Like, is this a selling point? Are you trying to sell yourself, your family? Is this what's going on here?
I can only
I don't
do
get
Jason
this.
Todd bit so much.
First, I'm going to
Christ.
say Stefanowski's catching up. He's now at 35%.
Nice.
I'm proud of you guys. See, I yelled at you and you, the numbers.
Rod
rose.
is at 0.3.
Go Rod.
Ted Cruz and Beto O'Rourke in Texas are like fucking almost tied, bro, by like 10 vote difference.
That's crazy.
You know what? Whoever wins that race is gonna win it by maybe 1 vote. So maybe that one guy who votes Libertarian and 15,000 have. Yeah, you done fucked up.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's the only time it's gonna be true. But yeah, that.
You know what? I think we may need to get another voice in on this, and I know just the guy. I'll be right back. The whole beer drinking kid.
I'm just first of all, I'm actually first. Wow. Now I've had time to actually stew on this story because I've read it. You know what I'm saying, and I knew you guys would totally get a kick out of this. Now, first of all, I gotta say bullshit on the fact that she didn't want to put that on social media. That's the first thing that. If anybody has a story, that's the first thing they're doing. They're going to social media.
They're fucking live streaming.
It's happening. It's happening. No, it's already happening.
Hello, can you guys hear me? This is Pat McGroin. I know we've talked before, but I just want to say that if a kid drinks a beer, it's their God-given right to choose their gender, to choose their beer, and do everything, because they are the best of what we got, and they are the right choice. Thank you, and I'm going to hang up now.
I'd say if she's already drinking beer, that means that she can join the Air Force too, right?
Possibly.
3 years old, join the
Yeah.
Air Force, right? Yeah.
Well, the Air Force isn't
Fine.
exactly the most.
Actually, one of America's biggest war heroes lied and was in the army at like 16, I think, wasn't he?
Which one?
What the fuck was his name? It was he got
Google it.
He had saved like a bunch of people, and he got kicked out after the fact because they found out how old he was.
Oh, by the way, a representation of the school district tells Yahoo that it has been determined that the adult mistakenly put the alcoholic beverage can in her bag, apparently thinking it was a soft drink can, similar color.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Horse shit.
Spam.
There is nothing to suggest the incident was anything more than a mistake. The district will not be taking any further action
The
against
mistake
this
was
adult.
Bud Light.
Yeah,
This
right.
matter has been investigated by the law enforcement.
I don't buy it.
Well, no shit. You have a fucking video. You want me to play the video of the fucking 3-year-old drinking
I
a
would
fucking Bud
love
Light?
it.
It's right here.
I want to see this. Mike can talk his way.
There's your little girl fucking drinking a fucking Bud Light right now.
They blurred her face out.
Yeah, because you got to blow the fucking kid's face out.
Why can't I get the video to play?
Oh, they might have already.
Yeah, they might have
deleted
taken
it.
the video
It was
down.
literally right below. That they do that. They like taking fucking videos down.
Of course. Heaven forbid we see the fucking truth. If you're feeding your kid Bud Light, there's a problem. Yeah, it's already been taken down.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Horseshit.
That's awesome.
What? Talk to me.
But I mean, you see it right here. I mean, obviously,
I can see it.
and there's the mom right
She's
there.
dressed well. Means she's well taken care of.
We do know. By the way, that the child is black. the mother is also
Oh,
black.
here we go.
So
Big fucking problem
we're just
now.
we're throwing that out there, people.
Child
we're just
did
gonna
nothing
throw it
wrong.
out there.
Child did nothing wrong.
I
Of
got
course,
it.
the child didn't do anything wrong. The mom was like, "Here, take a picture of you swigging this beer, so I can send it
we
to."
all grew up in the 70s. How many times when your dad says, "Go get me a
I
beer,"
was fucking
and you
3,
crack,
Dude, yeah.
right? You crack the beer, you drink some of it because it's too fucking full.
I was
You bring it
2
to
years. I was 2 years old, and you can ask Mama Loki the story. Uncle Charlie took me to a keg party
Why has it always got to come back to Uncle Charlie?
because
There's a problem
he was
here.
Uncle
I
Charlie.
remember Uncle Charlie too.
No, Uncle Charlie was one of those guys, and he took me to a party to get laid. Obviously, no, you bring the cute kid because the kid the
Oh, he used you to get laid.
right.
You were the
exactly,
wingman.
Exactly. Right. But
I was gonna say
the
like
problem was when you go to get laid, what happens to the kid? It gets left with fucking other guys. Well, it wasn't even like that. So I was literally by the fucking keg.
back then it would have been.
And here's this 2-year-old fucking making mud pies in the fucking beer keg, and my mom was pissed at Uncle Charlie that day. So you know what? Yes, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old can fucking drink fucking beer. It happens.
I used to steal
This-
my grandfather's.
This shit happens all the fucking time.
What's that short, stocky beer in the brown bottle they used to have? There?
Oh,
All of
fucking,
them.
Coors?
But
yes,
Michelob,
the banquet,
Coors, yeah,
beer.
Yeah.
Yes, banquet beer.
I used to drink those all the time.
I remember my old man telling me, "Go to the fridge, get me a beer, boy." And no, he wasn't Southern. He's from Cleveland. He's not anything.
Cleveland.
I said it. He's not anything. Go to the beer. You crack the beer. You bring it back to him on the way. You steal a sip or two. You hand him the beer. He goes, "All right." Doesn't even say thanks, you rotten cocksucker. And he drinks the beer. He's watching his ball game or whatever. You already got your 2 sips. Now, 20 minutes later, "Hey, boy." Again, he's not Southern. He's from Cleveland. He's not anything. "Go get me a beer." Go get him a beer. You take 2 swigs. At 5, 6 years old, you're
buzzing.
the course of my life
You're
has already
buzzing.
been chosen.
You're buzzing.
Right.
Speaking of beer, quick fire. Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Guess who just came out after all these years of being like one of the oldest?
Eddie
breweries?
Focus.
No.
Oh shit.
All these years
Wrong question.
after coming out, like being one of the world's oldest breweries. Guess who just came out with a light beer?
Yingling.
No, Young's had one for a while.
Okay.
It's one, not the oldest, but one of the oldest breweries in Connecticut. One of the first ones.
Hold
Not
on.
Connecticut, in the country.
Sam Adams has a light.
No, they have a light. They've had a light for a while.
Harpoon.
Oh, good guess though.
Thank you.
That was a good
No,
one.
but yeah.
I'm running out of options here. Shit. And Dead Air's fucking killer on a podcast.
I got none.
What do you got?
You'll never be caught dead with it, and I only drink it twice a year.
Oh, fucking Natty.
No,
No, Natty is.
Natty has light everything.
No, Keystone. No,
No,
Keystone is a
Keystone
light.
has a light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell us before
No, he drinks the
I drink
fucking
it twice a year.
yeah for what's his.
Well, fuck if I know. Fuck.
Is that your final answer?
It
Yeah,
is.
fuck is my final answer.
Fuck is wrong.
Yeah. Figured as much.
What's his name is wrong.
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's
Are you shitting me?
Pabst Light.
I
That's
just saw.
crazy.
I just saw it at what used to be Northeast. Now it's like Cost Cutter.
You know what's the
Liquors.
funny thing is about Pabst is all for a couple weeks I see people going about PBR and being the all-American
Dude.
beer. I walked into Big Y the other day.
Usos defeated New Day to become tag team Survivor Series squad captains.
Whatever, nobody gives a shit. It's
And then made New Day their first pick.
okay, fair enough. I'll buy it. I walked into Big Y the other day to buy some gimmicks for dinner, and there's a PBR 30 rack with Japanese writing on it.
Mhm.
The all-American beer now has Japanese writing on it. All you hipsters can kiss a bag full of dicks.
Daniel Bryan and Miz named men's Survivor Series co-captains. Miz added Shane McMahon with his first pick.
Fuck! I see. I don't even care
Dude.
anymore. Let's get to Royal Rumble. Hopefully, we'll be at the deck in Westport, Connecticut for the Royal Rumble.
Hey, Jacob Dean, thank you for following me.
Jacob Dean, you're in the house. Jeff Howard says that it's now 41%. Update your gimmick on the what do you
Hey,
call
well,
it?
we were doing a
The
show, Jeff.
Stefanowski gimmick.
We were doing a show.
I know. You know. He knows.
So what do you guys got next? We
I
gotta wrap this.
I really got nothing.
I got one.
I
more.
think I was
Go
gonna say we got
ahead.
about like
One
10 minutes for a wrap
more.
up here.
Bomb scare. A mysterious package attached to a bright red parachute set off a bomb scare on Tuesday,
Flat Earth.
but the white styrofoam box turned out to be a NASA experiment.
Flat Earth.
Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
There was a note attached to the box,
Oh Christ!
and they
Shall we play a game?
it was fucking Jigsaw.
The note read, "NASA atmospheric research instrument," and in capital letters, "not a bomb. If found, please call redacted.
Mm-hmm.
If this lands near the president, we at NASA wish him a great round of golf."
Wow.
And there is a picture of the instrument.
You know what's funny is that Donald Trump has
Hey,
not been a
I've
bad
s-
president.
But he's got a golf fetish.
He
I've
does
even
have a
said
golf
it. Look,
fetish.
when we were talking about we'd have like the 90-day with the 90-day the report card.
We
Remember?
did, and soon enough,
And I fucking turned around and I said, "Look, the motherfucker golfed like I want to say 12 times
Not
out of that
next
90
week.
days."
not next week, but the week after, before the C&J Speedway Review does their live bit, we have to record at Mark's house on Tuesday night for the NFL halfway gimmick that we said we were going to
yes,
do.
yes.
Um, Part of that is, as much as Donald Trump plays golf, I mean, look back to Reagan, look
Oh, yeah.
back to Bush, look back to
They
Clinton,
all have
look
their
back
things.
to Bush.
No, you're
They
absolutely
all
right.
go out hunting, golfing, etc., so forth, and everybody goes, "Look how much you're doing this." The difference is Donald
y'all
Trump
forgot-
is not hurting this country.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all forgot. Look, Barack Obama went out golfing. He was very
Yeah.
bad at it. He was bad at it, so he didn't do a lot of it.
Basketball is his
But it
thing.
was his big, yeah, exactly.
Right.
His other thing was basketball. He was always out fucking playing basketball. Now, the thing about basketball is you could play about a half hour and you get tired as fuck because you're not a professional. With golf, you literally do play for 6 fucking hours. So there is a little bit of difference there, people. Sorry.
Much like Jeff just said about Trump, he gets stuff done,
He does.
and he is getting
And
stuff
we
done.
can't argue
Whether
that.
we like it or we don't like it, he's getting stuff done. The stuff that he promised he would do, he's doing. But the problem is, people are just going on this misogynistic, cheating, bullshit gimmick schnabbits firm. And he's got something to say. I can see it in his face. Go ahead, Ed.
Oh, I'm just gonna. What I've never, and I've hated presidents. I've never complained about them golfing and shit because the executive branch is just that. It's supposed to execute. So there's laws, and the president is supposed to execute them.
Mhm.
He's not really, or she, if we ever have one, is not supposed to do anything.
President Oprah,
Right.
when she gets into office,
No, God.
according to
The
Marcus
president.
Argyle.
Here's the thing: the president is not a king.
No.
No, the only
And-
reason we even have one is so someone can make a
Have
decision.
you guys ever played golf?
Yes. I'm
I
very
can't,
terrible.
I can't even drive.
I can drive like nobody's business.
What is
I can putt
besides
like nobody's
besides
business.
drinking? What is one of the biggest things you do on the golf course?
Concentrate.
Oh no, I mean between hitting the golf balls, between
Talk to
swinging.
each
Oh,
other.
you
You
conduct
there you
walk,
go.
You
Ex-
interact.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
A lot of
This is
people
one
do.
of the biggest business areas of this fucking world. Like a lot of the
You make deals.
conversations, right? I mean, hell, I fucking learned shit about some of my best friends I never even knew about on a golf course, just because you have that much time where you're just sitting there puffing, and all of a sudden he says something, you're like,
That's fucked up,
what did you just say?
right?
Why did I not know this? But the golf course is just, whether it be just the relaxing atmosphere, whatever it is, it just makes you chill. It brings a whole other element out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like it's new.
Jeff
And-
says the Earth is flat. I know he's kidding, because he was here for the ambush.
Oh
call.
God,
No, Jeff's not one of those.
no,
guys.
Jeff, stop.
It is
Stop.
a dodecahedron.
You already said you weren't going to watch the show, so don't add to the fire.
Ah.
Don't start.
Anyway, look,
The more a president golfs, the less he's fucking up. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah,
I go back to my teen years where politics really started making a difference to me, and it was the second Reagan term. Then you had Bush 1. I actually worked on the Clinton campaign for the first election, and I'll give the Democrats, at the time I was a registered Democrat, where we went out and they said, talk to people. If they aren't with you, just talk to them like you would want to be talked to. And back then, I really believed in the Democratic Party. Now, fast forward to 2000, where Al Gore was running, and they're just, go pump our shit. No, I'm not going to do that. So I kind of veered away. I did vote Obama in the first election. I'm sorry if my vote was the swing vote and brought big ears into office. I'm sorry.
No.
No, it wasn't. It was a landslide. But
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't vote. I didn't vote Obama. I didn't vote Trump. I'm not the guy you want to get into a political discussion
I think if
with.
you voted against him, you were instantly called a racist. Like as soon
Pretty
as you hit the
much.
ballot and it wasn't Obama, racist.
Yeah,
popped up.
racist. I'm not in a position to argue with people who just think that because you're against Obama or you're for Trump, or if you're against Trump, you're un-American. Look, when I joined the military in 1990, it was the beginning of the Bush administration. Did not agree with Bush, but guess what? He was my president. You know why? Because I'm an American citizen. He was my president. I campaigned for Bill Clinton. He won. Yay! He won again. Yay! And then George W. came into office, who I thought was the most blithering idiot that anybody could vote for. Your choices then were, oh no, and oh god fuck no, and oh god fuck no one.
That
He's
just seems
still
to be
my
the ongoing
president.
thing.
Exactly. Whoever's in office is your fucking president. Stop playing the fucking game.
I agree.
Nah, he's just the head of the executive branch.
Basically, but he's still your president.
I think the states more. See, here's the thing. Like, I'm one of these people. I think the states are more important than the federal government. If there was something on a ballot, like if Connecticut got woke, and I hate that word. If Connecticut got woke, it was like put on the ballot. Should we leave the union?
The only time
I might
Connecticut's
say yes.
ever gonna get fucking woke is when they actually fucking legalize fucking marijuana.
Yes.
Which
That-
it's over now.
That shouldn't even be up for.
It's over now. Massachusetts already has their fucking
Mhm.
first couple stores opened. People from Connecticut are already going over the border and getting their fucking marijuana from fucking. You passed. It's over. Connecticut. You just fucking failed. You failed. You could have had this shit going over a year ago. Over a year ago, easily, and
when
been
you look at
making
Colorado, who was
money.
the first, and now they're making $1 billion in tax revenue. Not that I believe in tax because Eddie hit it.
Yeah, we should tax weed.
Asshole! Do the right thing. I'm gonna hit the button
Taxation.
again. Go.
Spam is theft.
I will kick your ass when this is over.
Look, it's very simple, dude. Even what was it? The one that just recently did it. Their numbers are staggering.
Virginia.
Their numbers are staggering. They're damn close to freaking Colorado's numbers. I mean,
I want to do it just for the simple fact that like anyone that might be in jail for weed needs to be let out.
No, I
Dude.
want to bring something up.
Dude.
Is you two had a pretty good discussion
dude,
recently.
you are right about that.
Thank
there
you.
are some serious people doing serious time
Hmm?
for this fucking plant. And this is a plant, people. This is a plant. This is not.
You're
fucking,
going to jail
No.
for chrysanthemums, you asshole.
And for any of you motherfuckers that want to challenge me on this, trust me, I've grown this fucking plant. It's not fucking hard. It isn't. It's not. This thing fucking grows itself practically. It's the reason why it's called weed.
Well,
because it's a fucking weed.
That's my argument why they won't legalize it, because there's no exclusivity for it. You can't patent anything in nature. Nobody gets the market.
I'm not trying
It's
to...
not one of those things that like I said, Philip Morris can like own the market like they do with cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't really own the market.
Because there are other
they
brands
own.
out there.
Say they own Marlboro, but now there's other options out
They
there.
have the majority
There's
of
Camel
the market.
out there.
Well,
there's
Philip Morris. I think Philip Morris owns Camel.
no, there's
I don't know,
somebody
but
else.
I
There's
know
somebody
Philip
else.
Morris owns the majority, but I kind of want to bring this up because I saw you two guys going.
But then you have natural. What is it?
Natural American Spirit.
American spirits. There you go. You have all kinds of different. That's what I'm saying. There's not just one thing out there. Yes, you have your big names out there. You know what I'm saying? You have your. It's just like the Coke Pepsi fucking war. But then you have your RC Cola. Are they still out there? Are they still out there? Yeah. Are they still making money?
Yes.
Do you still have Big Y Cola? Yes, you do.
Right
you know what I'm
here.
saying? Because it's out there. So it's just look. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. The big name companies are the ones that are actually going to be the ones
They're lobbying against.
You
exactly.
two had a great debate the other day online about marijuana and why it should be legalized, taxed, etc.
It was about insurance companies not covering it, or
it was
pharma not producing it.
Yes,
and I was saying that it's because you can't patent anything in nature, they won't make a lot of money on it because you can grow it yourself.
Sure.
Same thing with farms.
Yeah.
You don't make a lot of money off of fucking squash or off of fucking anything like that. But guess what? People need to eat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You need to grow these things. This shit needs to happen. And that's my point with this was, I mean, long story short, going into it was I was saying, look, I can have a medical card, but it's still not considered a pharmaceutical thing. It's not covered by your insurance. Your pharmacy doesn't let you just walk in there and be like, hey, let me get an eighth for $5. It doesn't work that
Right.
way.
They actually have a pill form, which is like weird.
No, it's
an extract of like THC
exactly.
or something.
Exactly. It's an extract.
It's
not,
and
not
it's
pure.
man-made, right? It's man-made, which means you don't know what else is going into that fucking shit. You don't know what's going in to make the actual capsule itself.
The extraction process is
You know,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
questionable.
At the end
It's
of the day,
questionable.
Mike,
all right?
I know Mike at his old place. I don't know what you're doing at your new place now, but
I can't do it here though.
You grew peppers. Shut up.
I can't do it there. I wish I could.
You grew peppers. You grew a lot of things.
Brian
Here,
actually has my tent.
I grow peppers.
I grow over Brian's.
I'm just talking about peppers, bro.
No, I got peppers.
Just talking about peppers.
I made some good peppers.
I know you did. And we had some great peppers growing out here. The minute the government tells me you can't grow peppers, is like, well, what's next? I can't grow
They do.
roses.
They do.
I
No,
can't
he's right.
grow this.
You can't collect rainwater. It's against the fucking law, and it's against the law in Connecticut now.
I know it's bullshit.
Like, are you fucking this shit?
Can't
comes
have a bucket like my
fucking-
uncle had.
if you produce your own energy and don't need to be on the grid, they want to tax you for the energy.
Yes,
you produce.
exactly. Which is bullshit because you're
Yeah.
making that.
Vote libertarian.
You see why I am where I am?
No.
Like I started like everybody else.
No, I really don't.
First,
but-
I was a neocon. I was like, I thought people who smoke weed should be put to death. Like that's how bad I was.
That's how everybody
Yet
made
you were
it.
doing-
That's how everybody made it to believe.
Yet you
Hell,
were
there was-
doing
there's
copious
old-
amounts of cocaine.
No, that happened after.
Okay,
Yeah, see,
The cocaine made me a better person, as strangely as that sounds.
gotcha.
Then I was like, I'll use the word liberal. I was more liberal, but when I saw if I was a liberal, I was a John F. Kennedy liberal. I didn't like communism. I like low taxes and stuff. You know, I wasn't a progressive. I was never a progressive. Like I
Right.
don't. There are certain fundamental things about the country I think should never change. You know, and obviously
I'll go with that. Yeah.
you know, the right to bear arms, that kind of thing, freedom of speech, you know, even if it's hate speech, you should be able to say whatever the
No,
fuck
absolutely.
you
No,
want.
But
I
even
agree.
now,
I agree,
freedom of
yes.
speech is an anomaly because you could say, as Eddie Focus, you could say, I think the LGBTQRZ7941.3 is bullshit, and now you're speaking hate.
Yeah, but see,
Because
there's
2018.
no, that gets lost in transition a lot, and that pisses me off.
I know it
Number
does,
one,
but that's
you
what,
should be allowed to say whatever you want
Yeah.
to say. Now, if it is what some people call hate speech, then you need to be held accountable for it. And that goes on.
My own personal definition of hate speech is, and I bring this up as an example. So to say, like we've actually brought up when they talked about, white right-wing Christian terrorists are
Right.
a problem. And I'm like, okay, well, 50% of murders are committed by black people. That's a stat.
Right.
Okay, that's not hate speech. If I were to say they're killing 50% of people because they're black, then maybe you're treading into that.
You could. Right.
You know,
Depending
I
on how
don't
it gets
think-
twisted.
I don't think it's because they're black they're doing it, but it's happening.
Right.
That is a stat, and people say to bring up that stat as hate speech, or they
It's just
they use it to
garbage.
negate arguments like
just garbage.
with the police thing, and everybody knows I have big issues with the
Mhm.
police.
Yes.
But at the same time, when you break down the numbers, they only kill, like up to this point, they've shot 17 unarmed black people. They've shot 24 unarmed white people.
And how much gang violence
Yeah.
is out there that
Exactly. So there's a bigger problem at hand. And it's not that, and I've always said this from day one, it's not that I think cops are racist. I think they're incompetent. It's a different argument
Yeah.
altogether.
You just can't be.
But-
you can't be taught on the everyday basis of if you're constantly replacing these guys
right.
every 2 years, 3 years.
right.
How many police nowadays do you think actually go through their whole career? You know what I'm saying? I don't think as much anymore.
I think the same argument I make with teachers, I make with police. So they get to a certain point, they're collecting the pension. It's like they hate everybody. I don't.
Yes.
They shouldn't be cops
and they shouldn't
anymore.
be right, and they
But-
shouldn't be teachers anymore.
Right.
I'm just 7 years away from that pension. And
I got to.
You know?
I got to. If I don't follow through with this, what was the point of even going
Not
through this?
every cop is an asshole, but every asshole is a cop.
No, I definitely agree. I like where you're going with that.
So it's like
I've said that for years.
that's why I hate police unions. I think we should get rid of police unions. I don't believe in any kind of body that negotiates against the taxpayer, and that's what the police union does when you break it down. So the police union negotiates with a governor. They're negotiating against the taxpayer.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
And guess who the police are supposed to protect?
the
The
The taxpayer. Exactly.
You know.
So now that's a catch-22 and a whole fucking negative effect going on there. So
Right.
All right.
So again, with the whole hate speech thing, it's in the framing of the argument. When they start saying certain topics are off the table, no progress is made. Okay. So just saying that stat, which is a
if you don't
verifiable, I can go on FBI.gov. It's a verifiable stat.
yeah,
I'm not
if you
lying.
want anything to stop, that's all you have to do. Bring up race.
Yep.
Yes.
Boom. Shit stops. Boom.
But
right
the
there.
problem is me bringing up that stat is not saying, oh, they're all like that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the way this world works today, it is.
Right.
That's how people twist it.
It's how the fucking white liberal has.
Like you said,
Twisted things.
needs that help. We
Right.
need that help. You can't do it on your own. You need me to help you.
You guys.
And we brought up the Black Panthers earlier.
Yep.
The Black Panthers are proof they don't need your help to protect themselves.
No, they don't.
They just need their rights.
Around the table. Last thought.
This is a heavy ass can.
It really is.
It's like you could.
It's
fuck,
neat though.
It is. You could fuck somebody up with this can, though. I mean, it's still got some solidity.
It does.
to
It has some heaviness to it.
It's plus two,
Um,
it's +3 aluminium.
Around the table, give a final thought to the folks, and we'll close it out. Starting with you.
So, with what? With the racist thing, or just anything?
Just anything. Give them a final thought, and then we'll close it out with some plugs. And
I gotta say, I'm actually proud of Connecticut. They said that this is the biggest turnout that Connecticut's had in a very long time.
And Bob is catching up by leaps and bounds. Right now, Ned is 48.7. Bob is 47.3.
That's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome.
Vote change,
I'm very
guys.
proud of
Vote
y'all
change.
for going out there, and just like Ed said earlier, and I couldn't have liked that post anymore. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, don't vote.
right.
Don't. You're not doing anybody any favors. That's my big thing right now. Just because you can vote doesn't mean you have to vote. It's the same thing. Just because you can have sex doesn't mean you need to have sex, okay? Bad things can happen if you have sex.
I can tell you have teenagers.
Yes. Bad things can happen when you don't do your homework. Bad things can happen when you stick your dick somewhere and you don't pull out in time, people.
That's a
This is
fantastic
exactly the same thing with voting. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to do more harm than good. And you're not just talking about tomorrow, the day after. You're affecting the next couple of years, and if not, a full decade and then some.
Eddie, go ahead.
If you vote or you don't vote, you can complain yesterday. You can complain today.
Oh, fuck, I hate
and
that
you
point.
can complain tomorrow. It is your natural,
Oh, and they
not
will.
a constitutional. I'm not going to say constitutional right.
And they will complain.
It is a natural right to be able to complain. Voting is not a civic duty. It is a right like
It
anything
is.
else.
You're right.
And
You're
they
right.
Can take it away.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you. It's up to you if you buy a gun. It's up to you if you say
Just
something.
like a
Speak.
driver's license,
It's up
people.
to you if you speak.
Same thing. It's
Again,
a fucking right.
If you want to wake up in the morning, go to work, kiss the kids, kiss the wife, watch the game at the bar, and you just want to go home and live, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. And if you just happen to catch something that the fucking president said, you can complain about it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you voted for him or not.
Hell, if you want to be that dude that goes and gets a beer every day and then one day decides that you want to be the other guy, you can do that.
and
You're
don't-
more than welcome to.
Don't let your snotty nose white liberal talking in your ear, drinking PBR light, tell you how the fuck you should vote. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, don't vote. And
Oh, they're
you know
drinking
what?
Michelob Light.
And
Pretty much.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
They're
and
drinking
with
Michelob
hipster
Light.
beards
Yeah.
and man buns,
Yeah, exactly.
walking into the wrong bathroom.
Live streaming
Just fucking-
against us.
Listen, don't. If you are interested, if
cocksucker.
you're
Don't do
interested,
that.
if you're interested, and you
Fuck
want,
Don't give him the power.
Fuck him.
Don't give him the power.
if you're interested and you want to learn more about these things, then go ahead and vote. But if you
Yes.
just want to live, you can vote. But don't ever let anybody tell you you can't voice your opinion or complain. This whole show is based around
Yes.
complaining,
Yes.
and we'd be hypocrites if we told you otherwise.
And hearing the other side of the voice, which is where I'm going to go on my point. Next week, we have Nathan Thompson, if he grows a set and he actually does what he said.
You think his balls are flat?
I'm not sure. I'm wondering the same thing. Flat Earth Guru, who just spoke in Denver not too long ago, Nathan Thompson, Flat Earth Jones, is going to come on the show.
Who's also unemployed.
He's very unemployed. He's going to come on the show next week, and we've given him an hour. Now, I'm going to say this now. Nathan, I hope you're listening. The first half hour, you get to give us your dissertation, why you believe in the Flat Earth theory. The second half hour is going to be Ed's questions, Mike's questions, Chris's questions, and questions from the listeners.
That's it.
Which I'm already calling from different sites because people are interested in why you believe this. Until it's proven, I want to say this. It's a theory. Don't come at me and say, oh, well, it's a fact. Show me the firmament, which is the dome that we're supposedly living under. Show me the ice wall that is supposedly around us. Don't be the guy that says, because I say it,
Fact.
It's true.
Care
Exactly.
Bears like it human style.
Fair enough. But this is why we're here, and I want to piggyback Ed's point. We open the conversation. If you are not willing to hear something you're not willing to hear, this is not your show. If you're willing to open your
I'll
mind,
cut you quicker than a gutted fish.
Same here. And now, quickly, the plugs. Go to LokiandJabroni.com. Click our affiliate links. Go find some great shopping, whether it's WWE, Amazon, the Monthly Club, Fandango. I just bought tickets through Fandango. I don't think you did because you're an asshole. No. Exactly. So go find LokiandJabroni.com.
No, actually, no. She did. She did get
Did she really?
No, because I put them on my I put them on my card, but she ordered them. No, but they were. They
Fantastic.
actually were. No, she did.
Secondly,
she did.
If you want to donate to the show, it's Patreon, patreon.com/LokiandJabroni. Give a monthly gift, whether it's $1, $5, whatever. It helps us grow. We buy equipment. We don't use this for our personal gain. We use it for the show. Please do that. One last time, I want to say a big congratulations to Chad Hatfield. New York City Marathon, 4 hours. There are people who do it in 6 hours, whatever. There are Kenyans who do it in 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Just think about jogging for 4 hours straight. How about that? How about that?
I can't
All right,
jog
just
for 30 minutes.
throw that out there, people. My boy jogged for 4 fucking hours straight. Okay, put that in your pipe and smoke it. There you go.
I can't jog.
26.2 miles. You can't jog up the stairs right now. But
I'm usually lugging the equipment.
What we want to say to you above all else is thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here on the YouTube. Thank you for being here on audio only. Thank you for being a part of what we do. And next week, we're going to have some fun. The week after that, we don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have some fun then. Hopefully, Strikers McLynch will be sitting right here in the Jeff Howard position.
Actually, I was kind of tossing around an idea, and since we're already live,
Go ahead.
What would you guys think about actually doing a purge episode?
Talk to me. What does that mean?
Like all crime is legal?
Yeah, like discussing an actual real live purge.
I'd be interested.
Because I have voices both sides. I think honestly,
well, as someone who actually thinks dueling should be legal, I'll discuss it.
I'm all for it. I would love to actually put my 2 cents into it. Because
as long as Ed brings the camera and you and I drive to South Carolina, I'm all for it. Because I got a motherfucker I'd like to shoot today.
Oh, well, that's
oh no, we're not doing a purge.
No.
Wait.
We're discussing.
Oh,
we're discussing it. If it happens, then yeah, I'll take a ride.
No, that's good. What
I'm sure the trolls are watching, so eat shit.
Purge the trolls. Really quick, Bob Stefanowski has really jumped up. Right now the race is 48.4 for Ned, 37.4 for Bob.
All right, so there's movement. Good.
Yeah.
There's good movement.
9% reporting, so they still got a lot to go.
Yeah.
And how is Rod doing?
0.5%, 488 votes. Oz is beating him though at 3.6. The
really?
fucking guy just jumped in out
Oz
of nowhere.
Griebel just doesn't strike me as someone that has the capability of running the state.
He doesn't have a platform, but
nor do many, but they come out there and they make commercials.
Yeah, New York just started getting their numbers. Cuomo, big lead with 82.5 right now. But
there's a surprise.
1%. Larry Sharp, who was working his ass off in New York, is only at 0.5.
The wrestling guy, Larry Sharp?
No, the libertarian
Okay.
Larry Sharp. Gosh.
There's only one Larry Sharp in my mind. He trained Bam Bam Bigelow, motherfucker.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Eat shit. All right, guys. Thank you. We love you so much. I want to let Loki walk you guys out.
Guys, as always, we couldn't thank you guys enough. Thank you for being here every single Tuesday. Make sure you guys are going onto that YouTube subscription page and hit that little bell so you get that little icon that shows
Don't
up and
forget
says,
our Wednesday, folks.
boom, we're there.
Also, if you listened, hit the thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah,
That helps get some videos up.
we like that too. Spreading it out and getting it out there. Suggestions. Make sure you guys hit some messages to us. If you guys have got a couple suggestions for show ideas, we'll be more than happy to go through it and work it out. And as always, we have that big bottle of wild turkey up there. Huge donation to Patreon is going to get you the show of your dreams.
Your
people.
choice, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The show of your dreams.
You want us to talk about Days of Our Lives? We'll drink the bottle.
We'll
and
drink
talk
the
about
bottle
it.
and talk about Days of Our Lives. It'll happen. Like
You
we
wanna
said.
talk about,
Like we said, it might not be what you expect to
Who's
be
your
heard.
Who's your least favorite football team?
My least
favorite. I'm sure
let
it's
me
the same
say.
as mine.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
Green Bay.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine would be the Cowboys, but I would accept Green Bay, and we'll drink it and talk about Green Bay. Look, seriously, and I would do the same. And I'm going to say this because this is a network. C&J Speed Review. If you want to donate a large sum, it's all one network. I'll drink a bottle of whiskey and talk about, and Corey will have to carry the whole fucking show, but I'll talk about Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch. I don't give a shit. Donate to the shows. This is important. We can only grow as much as you allow us to grow.
And again, please go to LokiandJabroni.com/monthly. Try the monthly club. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Get some great stuff. LokiandJabroni.com/wrestling for all your WWE needs. They got some t-shirt sales going on right now.
They had
and
one-
They had one last week,
of
which
course,
was fantastic.
Amazon.
Yes.
Always.
And get
Amazon.
everything.
Mark,
Amazon.
are you listening? You order Amazon every friggin' week.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
Wow.
during this whole show, I know you ordered like 6 fucking floaties for next year's pool
And,
party.
and like 3 Yetis.
Right?
And 8 more cameras.
See, and this is why on the 18th, when C&J Speed Review goes live at Mark's house, flag-to-flag coverage of Homestead Miami Speedway Championship Sunday, you need to be there to choke Mark out and say, why are you not going through our fucking link to order your shit? And maybe, just maybe, we can make some money. He orders like $7,000 worth
I
of
know.
shit every month.
I know.
We can make a couple bucks.
Yeah, dude, he's got cameras that fucking talk to you and
No,
tickle
I know.
your nuts when you hit the doorbell. Like
Alexa
Jesus.
plays Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini and Ed's head explodes.
Dude, I have like last year's Alexa. He's got next year's Alexa. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
And she just had her birthday yesterday. Or was it today?
Who?
Alexa.
Alexa?
She had her 4-year birthday today.
I think it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
All right, yeah,
I
it
read
was either
that.
yesterday or today. It was
Yeah.
one of them. But all right, guys, thank you all very much. Like we said, we'll see you here again next Tuesday,
Much love.
and we love you all.
Good night.
Oh, you're doing the Corey bit now.